Mm-hmm.
Where last we left off, our adventurers had made their way into the bowels of the judgment in order to further investigate the giant arcane core powered Hawk engine that was known to be big enough to move this grandiose ship, but until the end of our last session, had not been seen by any of our players yet, because unfortunately there was an undead menace that plagued this vessel, and our intrepid heroes have decided to make their way on board again and finally cleanse this ship of its undead nature. And so now you've made your way down. You have fought many zombie conglomerations. You've even fought a conglomerated dino zombie that spewed other conglomerations out of its mouth. And now you find yourself taking a short rest, a shoddy, in what seems to be a holding room before the engine room. You guys can see there's a porthole, a window, a circular window on the door that leads into the engine room. It has thick glass in between, and a blue light comes out. And as you peek through, you can see these conglomerations of zombies kind of milling about on top of what looks like this huge engine. I mean, this part of the ship itself is probably has 25-foot high ceilings in it, and this ship, or this engine itself, is probably like 10, 15 feet high inside of it. To climb up it would be a beast, right? This isn't just some, this isn't the size of like a sedan. This engine is is well beyond a souped up church van, if you will.
It's a Hemi.
Yeah, it's big guy. It's big. It takes up a whole room. It's like an old school computer. So it's a big engine. Obviously the main part of it is right next to it. There seems to be these glass cylinders on either side of it that glow with arcane energy. They look like, you can see kind of like beams of electricity connecting certain areas to each other. Kind of like if you imagine like a pod racer, the two things in the front, you get that beam of electricity that holds it together. And then, there seems to be an arcane rune kind of etched into the ground around it. And even on parts of the ship, there's the metal bracings of it, but then there's also like arcane runes that kind of strip around certain sides of it and everything. The making sense of this engine is really hard from your point of view, but that's where we find ourselves right now. Oic, not being able to speak because you guys are underwater again. Oic points to the glass window.
We can't see you. I can't see you.
Your camera's off, I think.
I'm outside, so my sign language is going to be super hard to read.
Here you go.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, dude, we got you.
Okay. It
goes
points
like
to the window in there. Okay.
I'll say to Hadal, I think this is where he was hiding all the bodies when he was murdering folks. He was hiding. See, he just confirmed it. He must speak a little bit of Aquin. Right. So this must be where most of the bodies ended up.
It comes out like, hello.
Yeah. So the chest where we found the kettlebell is this banana peel.
Yes.
Okay, that would make sense. They're very close to the necromantic thing. So are these zombies on the ground these front ones, I'm here trying to ping these.
Yes,
on
the front
Skype
ones. The
chat.
front ones.
Okay, cool. And then the ones in the back are on top of the engine,
Yes.
which is 25 feet high, or that's just the ceilings.
That's the ceilings. This is about 15 feet high.
Okay. Okay.
Takes a little bit to climb up on top of this boy.
Well, good thing we're swimming. Well, shit. Okay, so that's the little runes.
Who's
Okay.
all at full health?
I'm back at full.
I'm very decent. Yeah.
Can
No
I?
idea.
Can I?
Oh fuck! Because they didn't. That's right. Hang on.
Yeah, you're remembering. I was about to try to make a perception check to see if I can see a cut on you and try to heal you.
I could have rolled more hit dice than I didn't. I will though. Okay. Yeah, we good.
So I'm gonna lay out a plan with my hands. So I'm gonna look at Val. I got you. Well, look at me, right? Take a little finger stick man. It's really hard to see out here. Finger stick man. And then I'm just gonna and put the stick man further away. And then on the stick man, I go like she gets it. She gets it. So Hadal.
She's like I'm pointing into the engine room, like us in like there. Like
To Hadal, I'm going to explain. The poof is my fog cloud, right? So we'll be visually hard to spot, you know?
Yeah, it makes sense to me. And I suppose we'll just be here, and you want us to try to draw out at least one, and then shut the door.
Okay. Probably, yeah. Yeah, that seems it worked. It worked pretty well earlier. It would at least thin them out a bit if something goes bad in there.
All right, we'll see what we can do.
Your Aquan accent is weird, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it's just not from
Caribbean,
exactly.
yeah.
You know.
He doesn't
how
say
we
the last
speak it
half of
down
it.
Okay.
That's how we speak it back home.
So I'm gonna look back at Val, and I'll do like the hey, look, keep your eyes on me motion. You know, like one of those. And I'm gonna.
I don't think it's a good idea to do the thing because I see the engine.
Right. So I do the thing again, and then they all scurry up to the window. Okay. Hadal, you're gonna make a distraction.
Yeah, well, it seems like she's suggesting that she wouldn't be able to see. Is that right?
Well, that's why we need all the zombies on the door, on you guys, so that she can just boof in right behind me. Boof's definitely the wrong word. Poof right in behind me, and then I stay blocking her, you know?
But the darkness will. If this is like a complicated thing, I need to be able to see how it works. I can't see through the fog, right? I mean,
Unless you're really close to him.
Unless I'm right up on it, yeah. But then I can't probably focus on anything else.
Does Val not have like a Pit Boy flashlight? Am I thinking of a different artificer I play with?
I mean, I can have light. I can produce.
Zenith. You use Zenith for light usually, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cast it on her. Okay, that may be bad. Why do I think Zenith is a girl?
That is an interesting thing. You can only examine yourself.
I guess so. Yeah, that won't be good. And we can't
I
communicate.
have dark vision cast on myself, but I don't think that helps, right?
I think it would. It's still
Yeah.
going to be difficult to like read, but Jacob, you said that it was glowing, right? There were glowing bits nearby.
Yeah. There's like strips. Like imagine like you got a big metal barrel, right? And it's got those like metal bindings around the outside of the barrel. Imagine there's like runes kind of like drawn on those metal rings and everything, keeping parts of it together.
Right. So we've got glow tape on the floor.
Yeah, there's glow tape on the
walls. There's glow tape and pod racer magic.
Can
That
you
might be
can
enough,
you,
yeah.
can you cast and drop your fog thing like at will?
No, I can only do it once per short rest, which is why we're getting to do it. Now,
Okay.
if we have full hit points, we'll be easier to sneak by. I just didn't want to get swarmed by the 3 on the back.
Hmm.
But what if we thinking, what if we do like a test run with just me? How long is my fog?
No, don't go in there alone. Man.
Wait. Okay, so if you're right next to me in the fog, you can see out of it. It's what's it called? It's lightly obscured if you're within 5 feet of me. So we could get up together, up close to the engine, and you should be able to make stuff out.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that music is good. Okay.
Is it too loud?
No, I just didn't realize what it was coming from.
Your imagination.
Like, what the hell is happening?
So, I do the thumbs up. A-okay? Thumbs up.
How do we get out at the end?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hadal, how do you think we should make our escape if the window's all blocked up? What? Hey, I'm gonna look at Owick and be like, act like his back. It's back enough. So he could make us another window. Make us another window. And we get out that way, still with the teleport.
But do you mean from inside like the engine room?
Yes.
He'll come with us.
No, he could stay on this side and just cut through the wall if it's too crowded by the window that we're porting through. If he just cuts us a little hole just to look through, we could teleport through it. Or several little holes, all along, and that could actually draw some of the zombies towards the wall, if as a distraction, because it's a big glowing thing, probably making some noise.
And then hold on, let me see if I can do this. And then once you can teleport back into here, like the main room, then we can cut a hole in the wall, like in the side.
No, I'm saying first we teleport and we do our business in here. While we're doing that, Owick is cutting holes all along, like maybe 2 holes on one side of the door, 2 holes on the other side of the door, spread out, so that depending on where these zombies end up fully crowded, we could sneak away to one of the holes he made and teleport through it because we could see through it.
Hang on. Can I pull those different colored cannonballs back out of the bag of holding and identify them?
Now we're talking.
Yeah. taking some time.
It just says 10 more minutes. I'm like, wait, and they like reach and grab them.
Which one?
They
Can you
were.
mass identify them, or do you have to do them one at a time?
I don't know. I'll just put them all in a circle.
So there
and
was
just post it.
a red, a green, a blue, and a purple, I believe, right?
I don't think I wrote it down.
I don't think I did. I just wrote different colored cannonballs.
Covered pink necromantic orb.
A bunch of different colored cannonballs are.
Oh, we've got the mat too. We need to set up the mat, the spell extender mat. I couldn't remember how I was teleporting all the way in. I'd have to go to like the ceiling, if not.
How about
we are underwater? This is 3D.
how about I could conjure some animals to be in there and distract them.
That's pretty good. That's real good, actually.
Yeah.
What's the range? Here, let's set up the mat, and then you could cast it anywhere in the room, depending on the range.
No.
Because if they could, and you just command them, or how does it work?
Let me look.
Can you conjure them with less than full HP?
Why would I want to do that?
So they
'Cause
die.
then the zombies will really go for them.
Oh, just send some
Oh.
bloody
I see.
like fey animals.
The range is 60 feet, so I could just like put them over in like a corner of the room.
Sweet.
The range on voice export by itself is 90 feet.
It's incredible. It's such a
don't think
broken spell.
I don't think we need the mat.
Well, it would help me.
Oh, can I not take you?
The mat.
Oh, we
single
can't take it.
target.
Okay, we both have to do.
The mat takes about 10 minutes to set up. It's like ritually casting. So you can set it up out here and cast, depending on the spell, right? You could either beam yourself in there even further, or you could cast when the doors open. If you're doing more fireball-y or lightning bolt-like spells.
Sure. I don't have the slots for all that. I got 2 Misty Steps and maybe a Smite in there.
I can warp in.
Which is why fighting's bad, extra bad.
I'm pretty okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could summon in like 4 reef sharks, and then if I was doing it on the mat, it'd maybe be like 6 or something like that, or 8.
Do you control them, or are they just loose?
I can give them verbal commands, or they just defend themselves against hostile creatures.
Okay. 'Cause, yeah, if you could put them on like the back of the room and just have them do circles for a while to like wrangle everybody, and then we just port in when he starts making smaller circles, we could actually get behind the crowd while they're all occupied.
Val, which cannonball are you identifying?
Let's go with red. But it was red, blue, green, purple?
And purple.
Yeah, let's do red.
Okay. This is a fire jet cannonball. It discharges fire in a line 300 feet long and 5 feet wide. Each creature in the area must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take 60-10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
So
drop that into the chat.
Does it not have to be shot out of a cannon? Or does it shoot
shot out of a cannon?
Okay,
Yeah,
so it shoots the flame just out of a cannon like a lightning bolt.
Yeah. Imagine the ball goes and there's like this just trail of fire that comes out of it. Just rains down fire.
Is ignited and catapulted by other means.
Like a catapult spell?
Like a shotgun grasp and catapult spell or something.
Yeah, you can get creative. I love creativity. I don't know which chat to put it in. I'm putting it in all the chats.
Now remember, underwater fire damage
Here's just
is
hot
half.
water. I don't know if this is the most useful guy, and I don't want to sit here and spend 10 more minutes on each cannonball.
Makes sense.
Damn.
How about we just give it a shot? I'll cast in some shit to try to distract them. You guys try to sneak around, and then if something goes wrong, just try to bail.
Try to bail.
Okay.
So yeah, so before we go in, I'm gonna look at Oic and kind of spatially point out, four little holes on the wall that the door's on, so that hopefully he can just cut through in case we need sight lines from these boys. Backup plan. There-ish. He's
Starts
smart.
cutting off one, and then the other. No, what are you gonna cast?
I'm gonna cast. If we think that we can take the time, I want to set up the mat and then conjure some animals in there.
Okay, which animals are you gonna conjure in there?
I'm thinking 2.
Strong.
No, maybe I should do 4. Maybe I should do 4 giant octopuses.
Would the mat double the number of animals you can conjure?
I have no idea. Or I could do
Find out.
one plesiosaurus.
Octopus would be good because it may be able to grab them and keep them in one place.
I think many is better.
Sure,
Better?
for sure,
Okay.
for sure.
And in that case, I'll do 4 reef sharks.
Okay, awesome. We're going to, of course, use. Everybody knows that this is what reef sharks actually look like, and not great whites.
And can I also signal to Oek to like cut us an escape hole like near the banana? Just big enough for Naughty.
Yeah, he gets to like one more hinge on the door, and you
Wait.
stop him. Yeah.
Wait, he's cutting the door off?
We thought he was cutting off the 4 points of the door.
Is that right? Is that what we want?
You tell me.
I thought HUD just wanted him to cut a couple of small holes that they could see through.
Oh, my bad. I misunderstood.
Like more
Yeah,
portholes.
you start cutting little holes that you can see through.
Yeah, just like little window holes that they could see through, so that they could teleport through it if they needed to.
Yeah.
I've been muted this whole time trying to explain myself. Yeah, so just like softball size holes, 3 or 4 of them in this hallway wall, just in case we need to escape, we can look through those holes. And
As he cuts them, you see water kind of heavily flowing into this area, almost as if this room isn't completely filled with water.
oh well, even better.
Yeah, so he'll go over and he'll start cutting a hole out by the banana. Let's just say that there's a hole over
Sweet.
there. I'm going to give you control of your sharks.
What direction does the door open?
It opens out to you.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, seeing the water rush into this room, do I have a sense of what will happen when this engine gets wet?
No. I don't know.
Well, it's not running, so we think.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, just glowing. Just
Mhm.
naturally.
Hey,
Okay.
and can I also, before we really pop off, can I close this door behind us?
Oh yeah,
This
I
one?
assume that door was closed.
Okay, good. That's all I wanted.
I thought the room was full of water.
Yeah,
Already.
like how not full is it?
Well, it's hard to see through this glass, right? You didn't get like a clear view of it, and everything's underwater in here, so it kind of looked like things were underwater. but you start to see that it's really just part of the glass. It almost looks like the water's tilted this way. And now that you notice the water rushing in, you can see kind of what was still water, kind of glassy and kind of hard to perceive, start to ripple on the top. And I would say the room is probably like, we're just gonna say half full. It's probably a little bit more than that, but the water's kind of like tilted onto the door at an angle in this room.
Okay. Other thing, when I'm having an upcast conjure animals, and when you upcast it, so it's normally a 3rd level spell. If I was using it at 5th level, it would be twice as many animals.
Okay.
Nice.
So I would rule that doing it at 4th level, which I'm doing, would make it just like 2 more of these sharks, right?
1.5 cast.
Is it because of the mat or because of just your general logic?
I'm just having to upcast it because that's the only spell slot I can do it with. But upcasting it does normally increase the amount of animals. It's just it doesn't say what it is at 4th level. It just says 5th, 7th, and 9th.
So
I don't think it matters until you cast it up at that higher level.
No, it's gonna jump by the amount it specifies, because Shadow Blade, that spell I was using on the Blade Singer, that one increases 2 levels. So if
Yeah.
you cast
Okay,
it
it
at
only
3rd
has
level
an
and 4th
effect.
level, it's the same. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
Because otherwise it would just say, times
With each
whatever.
level above and
a little
to
higher.
Okay.
You don't have a 5th level, do you?
I already used it.
Sure.
Your sharks are yours. Where do you want to put them?
I'm gonna put them whichever end of this room is the deepest. So if it's tilted over, in this direction.
Towards you. So the area in the front here is going to be the deepest.
Not one side or another.
Yeah, we'll say that this is probably the deepest over here.
Okay, that's what I was assuming. All right, so yeah, I'll cast them over there.
Okay, feel free to move them if you are able to.
Boom.
All right. The sharks are going crazy, and so do the conglomerations. What is the shark's AC?
The shark's AC is 12.
Oh, the stat block that I'm using for the conglomeration.
AC.
Guys, if you
AC
have a
10 or
thought,
something.
this is a unpaid promotion of Tomb of Annihilation. A great book. Okay. They're going to start. Actually, go ahead and roll initiative. Sharks versus zombies.
coming to theaters near you.
That's not very good. Digidice. 4.
14.
I'm just going to get a general roll. They got a +1 on this.
Oh, hell yes.
Zombos. Oh, nice. Man, these dice, they suck.
I know,
These
dude.
Digidice.
Hate the Digidice.
Yeah, the Digidice, are when roll playing loading, it says randomizing dice. And it like in parentheses and it says not really.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, go for it. What do the sharks do to the zombies? You can go ahead and make 4 attacks if you want.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna make bite attacks on one of these zombies. So they're gonna do. It's 1d8 per shark. So I'll just say 4 d8s. So 22. I guess they're all gonna attack one. 22 plus 8, so 30 damage on. We'll say this guy against the wall.
Okay. What was the hits?
Oh right, I need to roll to hit, don't I?
No, sharks just
Straight
do
up,
damage.
they always
Yeah.
hit.
Sharks just get
Shark
you.
wants to bite you. It will.
7, 7, a 1, and a 13.
Yeah.
The 13 will be 17. 17 to hit.
What will
And
the 7 do?
The 7s will be 11s though.
Sevens are
Yeah.
11?
You know?
Yeah, does 11 hit? What?
3 of them hit.
Oh, those hit. Excellent. Okay, then I'll re-roll the damage. God damn it, that is absurd. Fucking 8 plus 4, so 12 damage on that guy against the wall.
All right, 12 damage.
Damn. 30 was way better.
Making green.
It's their turn. They're going to go ahead and start wailing on this on these sharks. Yep, I'm just going to go ahead. This is going to be, what is it?
4 attacks, 5
It's like
attacks.
5 attacks.
It's 5 attacks each
Yeah.
one. So 9, 19, 20, 20, and 23 for one zombie on, we'll say this shark down here against the wall.
Okay,
Shark's armor class.
a 12, so 4 of those I think hit.
4 of those hit. That's going to be 20 points of damage to it.
Okay.
Okay. This one is going to split up his attacks between the 2 sharks next to him in front of him. He's going to kind of slide down and start clawing away. On one, we'll say on the top shark, it's going to be
Which top shark?
top shark.
The best one.
That one. You know the one.
Okay.
The top shark.
Top shark, yeah. Sorry, I guess, yeah. That was a 14, a 8, 21, and a natural 1, or 4 or 5.
Okay, 3 hit.
Okay. That's 15 points of damage.
Okay.
He's going to split that up 10 in the top and 5 to bottom shark. And then the top 2 sharks up here are going to have hits against them split by the zombie above them up here. And it's going to be, we're going to go left shark is going to be a 12 to hit. And
That
an
hits.
11 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Another 5 points of damage for each hit. And then the shark to the right is going to be 18, 20, 24, and 25 to hit.
Those all hit.
Calm down.
Yeah, so 25 points of damage to that shark.
Okay.
Hadal summoned conjure basic math.
Yeah, that was kind of rough. Yeah, that one is gone.
Ooh.
Hope you got another 3rd level.
I do not.
4th level.
I told you I'm down to very few spell slots. I just spent a lot for these animals.
In and out.
Those
Going in and out.
Those 3 zombies in particular right now are distracted.
Sure.
And with that one dead in the water, blood's starting to fill this area, and the rest of the zombies are starting to take notice too.
To be fair, Jacob, they're not like corporeal. They're like, spirity things.
Oh, well, never mind. And the other ones
No
don't
blood?
take any notice. And I
But
was
do the zombies
They have
themselves
blood?
not have any blood left?
no, there would be blood coming off of the. Well, I don't know.
Those other ones exploded in like
I mean,
viscera.
They're relatively
Yeah.
fresh zombies, so I would think there'd be some blood left.
There's chum.
Right.
It's
A
chummy.
cloud of viscera was maybe said in the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
That's
Once or
true.
twice.
I remember that.
That's what I said, and that's what I'm saying again. Cloud of viscera comes out of these zombies. Blood's in the water. The sharks get hungry. However, no zombie shark appears, unfortunately, which is what I was hoping for.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
I'm dumb.
Conjure blood.
No.
Conjure
straight
woodland
up
blood
just-
is the spell we need.
You're not
No.
done.
No, I just forgot that all of those sharks' attacks should have been with advantage.
Because they're in the water.
Might as well
Is there-
roll them again, dude.
Because they're within 5 feet of their allies.
I'll double the points. How about that?
If you
Good
say
one.
so, or we can just wait till the next one, whatever you want to do.
No.
Nah.
I'll double these
Yeah,
boys.
we'll go and double
You
them.
only hit one of them. Doesn't hurt me.
And you didn't hit him for 30.
Those three are distracted. Now
Okay,
what do you guys-
and does
just
it
let
does
this
it
happen?
does it look like the other zombies are even noticing? Yes, they're just not moving.
Not too much, no.
Not too much. Okay. In that case,
They might start taking notice. Let me see. Yeah, they don't seem very interested.
shit. I just
Mhm.
realized my fog cloud, I think, is an action or a bonus action. Where is it?
Is that a shit?
Damn it, where is it? Wait. It doesn't have an action on it. Oh, wait, okay. As an action. Oh, it's an action. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Is it my turn by chance?
I think you guys are just kind of watching through the porthole, I believe.
Great,
right now.
great. Yeah, hoping for some zombie
I mean,
movement
yeah, if
from the
we
guys
wait
on the left.
It doesn't seem like the other ones are attracted to the blood of their fallen comrades at all.
It makes sense. They'd just be eating each other, you know?
Okay. Are you guys just waiting another round?
Let's wait one more round.
Okay. Let me get.
Hey, they're gonna be like they're all gonna be dead next round.
We're just
Literally
gonna
all.
destroy these sharks, and it'll be for
They
They will
nothing.
be dead.
Then let's move in.
And if you wait, are you waiting one more round? You move it in.
Sounds like we're
Where-
moving in. Let me
Where are we
check
moving
my.
to?
They
I'm
will
hoping to
definitely
get-
all be dead next round.
So
They weren't at all turning to move to the commotion.
No. At the end of that round, lightning streaks out from the back of the ship, and it doesn't look like
someone's stealing the cores out from under us.
Oh God!
It reaches out and hits every one of those zombies, and it doesn't look like any of the sharks get hit. And the zombies kind of like twinge a little bit, but then they have like a little bit of electricity kind of like rippling through their hands for the next moment. As you're about to like crank open the door, you just see a bright flash of light come from behind, or kind of like the back end of the boat. That's difficult to see from here, because the kind of engine is kind of obstructing it. It's kind of dark in the back, and it looks like it just streaks out in lines to each zombie, and then comes back.
Wait,
Did it
there's
look like
more
it
to this
damaged them?
room?
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot! Well,
Hard to see past the engine.
Sure.
and we
Sure.
can't go
And-
where we
and-
can't see.
Did it look like it damaged the zombies?
No.
Supercharged them.
Well, we know there's more to this room.
You guys going in?
Do I have any idea what just happened?
Yeah, does Val know anything?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Val knows stuff.
History.
I would throw a help action, but it doesn't
I don't
make
know what that.
sense.
Oh, 14.
I would say that when you break a runic binding, you might get like certain arcs that come off of it, depending on like the nature of the runes and what they're holding back. You could guess that this is just some faulty binding, maybe, that is meant to pump. It looks like what do we call it? Electricity? We don't call it electricity.
Sparkane.
Yeah, sparkane magic at bay or controlled in some way. It looks like it's uncontrolled sparkane energy.
Sparkane lightning every time.
Oh, boy.
Well, you know, my plan really hinged on me being able to swim like to the ceiling.
If you wait a little bit, you could probably care.
Yeah.
Just wait for it to flood.
You could have said that you popped those holes in there maybe at the beginning of your shorty.
Sure,
I think if we try to fight all these guys, I don't think that we will win.
Yeah. And we don't know what is beyond the darkness.
True.
Yeah, there could be 7 more.
Oh.
Now, I didn't think about that. There could be many, many more.
I have 1 second level spell slot and 3 first level spell slots left.
I can still just try to blow this up if we can keep ourselves safe. Does anybody have like protections?
I have. It might not be. I might not have taken it. No, I don't.
I want to know so bad, but
I'm gonna stand on the pizza box and Misty Step and immediately pop off my fog.
Okay, how big is your fog?
My fog is 10-foot radius, or wait, it may be bigger.
I was gonna say, so is your.
I think it's 20-foot radius actually.
So is your helping.
Yeah, 20 foot in all directions. Yeah. Damn it, I keep going to the wrong screen. So I'm gonna actually, if it's 15 feet in the air, I'd probably be like here. I'm gonna go right next to this zombie that's fighting the shark and get my fog going basically immediately.
Okay, and you're popping in there?
I'm popping in there and I'm attempting to kind of see what's beyond our sight line also.
Yeah, go ahead and pop in there.
Possibly.
You're at full health, so I think that these things don't notice you.
Excellent.
You look over and you see one right next to you, but it's focusing on this shark. You just see like heads on the back of it, kind of staring blindly in your direction with like foggy eyes, just like. But the arms and everything are kind of like aimed the other way towards the shark.
Sure.
Go ahead and roll a perception check from where you're at.
I'm actually also, that was just the Misty Step distance. I'm going to swim a bit further just to kind of see what all I can see that's back there. Okay, you said perception?
Yeah.
This is plus 5. Ooh, that's a 25.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. I'll give you the rest of the room.
Sorry, 24. Get a little ahead of myself.
Gosh, sorry, I have to. In the rest of the room, you look back behind this engine and you see what looks like a massive pile of bodies back there behind the edge of the back end of the engine. It looks like it has grown up and conglomerated around what looks like a metal ring, like a half ring sticking out of the back of the engine, and it's kind of like a tree growing around a fence caught in it and is like trying to pull itself away. And meanwhile, you see like electricity kind of like, or sparkane energy kind of flowing up it as it's pulling away. And as it pulls hard away from this half ring, kind of like this, like a big ring handle coming off of it. It creates even more sparkane flares that happen, and it looks like when it really pulls away from it, you guess that's when that energy flows out from it.
Horrible, terrifying.
And none of us can see that but Sinclair.
Uh-huh.
And none of you can see Sinclair. You just see
true.
the water just get foggy in there.
Yeah. So, take your time.
The plan was to go in and try to do what we can while the zombies are distracted. So if he goes in, I'll look panicked back at Naughty and vortex warp as far as I can. As far as I can see.
Yeah, that would have been I think just
over.
past me is where you could see. Now you can't see through my fog, so you want to go.
Right.
You could see next to it. So you'd want to go on the side of it. So it would probably be here-ish, or way over here.
No, that sounds right. As just past that middle zombie.
And then you swim into the fog.
Just blindly. Well, I would see that thing first, I hope.
Depends on if you're just trying to immediately get in the fog. Oh, this got worse.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
Well, now we know.
Now we know.
Sinclair, go ahead and just do an investigation check for me.
Investigation. +0. Let's investigate, gang. Too bad I rolled the 19 on the last one. It's a 6. No, yes, it's a 6. Thought it was a 9.
I'll say just kind of looking where you're at, you kind of hook your feet into what looks like a handle about kind of almost that comes up like a staple almost. Imagine a really thick staple. That's probably about 6 inches high. That looks like, you can get 2 feet kind of hooked into it off of the side of this thing. And there seems to be a few of these almost. It has a little circle around the edge. Almost looks like either you lower this thing in there or something. It looks like a handbell.
Or maybe you twist and pull. Maybe you twist and pull, perhaps.
Maybe.
Now, is how high? So, am I underwater up on top of this thing, or is it just at my ledge?
You can see that the water is now starting to fill up this room almost completely. You are underwater, and you can see that there's a small air pocket in the back corner of this room. Kind of, that's so many of these ships on my screen. I'm just going to draw it in. I'm going to draw it in white because that's a color that I haven't used too much. Kind of up in this area in the top section of this room, there's a. Give it a second, and it'll show up. There is a air pocket. I don't know why it's not showing up on your screen.
Okay, so I'm fully underwater.
Yeah, I'm gonna just ping it back here. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I just wanted to give you guys a little air pocket just in case. Just in case you need air for whatever reason.
In case Miwo showed up, just in case.
Am I able to get in there?
Yeah. It's just screw the door open. Get in there.
No, she
No,
teleported.
I would.
Oh, sorry. What's your
I
plan?
would vortex warp.
Nice. That's even cooler. What does a vortex warp look like when you do it?
It is just a circle in reality, like it was sparking with her like welding sparks, and she just like steps through it.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, you take out like a little tool and you just kind of like you almost like a torch or what do you call those blowtorch kind of, and you cut a hole in reality and you push it open and step on through to the other area. You just see a giant foggy water next to you. You look back and hanging out of the water is this zombie kind of conglomeration that's just it doesn't seem to notice you at this moment. You're right next to the fog cloud though, and you're right in line of sight of some of the heads, but you look down and you see this writhing like giant conglomeration stuck in place, just pulling away on this arcane binding, and as it pulls harder, like sparkane energy just kind of flashes of light just kind of hit your face, and you're standing on top of this thing right now. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Yep, for sure.
Is it other zombie like right next to her on top of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got in right behind him.
That is. Wow, a nat 1 on investigation.
Shit.
Yeah, you are just taken
I mean,
aback by what
I
you
think,
see.
yeah, as soon as she sees that big guy, she would like be screaming.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck. Bubbles.
Yeah, bubbles. Just bubbles. Sinclair, you look over and you see Val, but she's just
Like,
staring straight at the monstrosity in the back of the ship.
You hear a little whispered,
can I try and swim my little 15 feet just into the fog? Like,
Yeah.
reaching out, trying to find him?
Make a survival check with disadvantage.
Okay.
for sure.
For sure, man. Okay. An 11.
Okay. Let me just look here real quick.
I can't make it all the way to you, no matter what.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. The
Yep.
number you want to hit is 3.
Nope, it's a 2.
Okay. You move into the fog cloud. Sinclair,
Oh
you can.
no. How'd you do that?
How did I do that?
Oh, she gone.
Yeah, just like Naughty's not here. This is not what I thought. This is so much worse. I'm underwater. My lungs
Sinclair,
feel
you
weird.
see her kind of walk right in front of you, kind of trying to get to your direction, and is instead headed towards the shark.
I click towards her.
Okay, go ahead and make a
a performance check?
yeah. Or maybe you can do a help action, and she can make another survival check.
Yeah, absolutely. I prefer to do a help
Great
action.
survival check.
Yeah, I'll give her the help action by making cute dolphin sounds to hopefully give her survival with regular.
A 15?
So much better than a 1 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the conglomeration seems to slip in as well as you two meet up. Yeah. So you meet up right there.
I'm just like stream of bubbles, like.
We're both, yeah, we're both just.
Like, no.
Can you think of anything more terrifying than in like pitch black, dark water, and you know
Just
there's these
that,
zombie
like,
conglomerations
lightning.
everywhere? Yeah, and then swimming into like dense, foggy, pitch black water.
And it's just you see like this enormous monster, and every time there's lightning, like okay.
Yeah. So when the lightning goes off, can we like see it? All their skeletons kind of lighting up in the darkness, like in a cartoon
they're all
or something.
charged.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
And it doesn't make any sense because it's made out of like 30 dudes.
Don't worry. Oh,
The conglomeration starts to make its way closer to you guys. You guys are kind of holding back. I'm gonna have another round of battle between the sharks and the conglomerations right now.
Can I get in on that? Because I feel like I'm watching.
Oh, you definitely.
Yeah, I thought that's what
you and Oik want to come on in here.
What's that?
Absolutely, you can get in there. I thought you were watching. I thought that was the point.
Well, no,
yeah,
I mean,
get it, baby.
All right, I'm not rolling digi anymore.
You shoot cantrips through the little like busted up holes in the.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I rolled a six. I rolled a 6.
Oh, that's sick. I like
Can
that.
Can I jump in next?
Oh.
If I can just jump in because I got a 6 on initiative, I'm going to cast my Wave Master, I guess, at this nearest guy because I can't reach this guy, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah. Go for it. You stick your hands through the holes. Little doll hands come through these 2 holes that cut out. And yeah, what does Wave Master do again?
Oh man. It's the one that it shoots like a jet of water.
Okay, cool.
And so this one I can have it either like push them or just bludgeon damage them. And so I'm gonna push damage them. And really ridiculously, there's no easy way to show it, but the first non-digi dice, like, oh damn it rolled. Well, it was an at 20, but
okay.
I wanted to actually show it to you since it was rather hard to believe, but
which direction are you flowing this pool?
I'm not pushing him, I'm just hitting him.
Okay, you're just hitting him. Okay,
yeah, it's one effect or the other.
Okay, go ahead and roll DiMaggio.
That is
Joe DiMaggio.
6. 7, 8, 9. 6 is 15. Yeah, 15 damage on this guy right here. Bludgeoning.
Good damage right there. All right. Is he pushed at all, or he just hit? He just gets hit.
Just damage. I choose one effect or the other.
You see like a corpse from the waist up just get pulled off of him as it's coming down towards the shark. It's like hunching over. You blast this thing and pull up, and it rips it off, and this torso just goes spitting away from the body or the conglomeration. Cool. I think it's now your shark's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them continue hitting the guy down there.
Okay, go for it.
And that's gonna do.
Yeah, I have advantage on this hit on these attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it like one shark gets 12 plus what? Hold on, come on, David. 12 plus 4, 16.
Yeah, that hits.
17.
Yep.
And then like 21. So they each make their one hit.
Okay.
And
go ahead and roll damage.
D8s plus 2. Oh, I had all these organized and now I've lost it here. 12 plus 6. 18 damage total on that boy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the sharks just start gnawing into this thing, and it's like scrambling around, and the sharks are ripping off limbs and everything, and they seem to be almost stationary. It's kind of just feeding frenzy on this thing as the details of it get hazier and hazier as this red mist starts to fill up the area around it. You almost just see like a black silhouette of just body parts just kind of being ripped off and thrown. But now it's the shark's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was the shark's turn. Now it's the conglomeration's turn. Sorry. Okay. So bad boy down here is going to go first. He's going to split his attack between the two closest to him on the bottom of the map. I'm going to go. Left is going to get 2 hits, and right's going to get 3. So left gets a 18 and a 19, and right gets a 12. Yes, no, 14. Sorry, 14. I have to do math. 9, another 9.
So the right one got 1 hit. The left one got 2 hits.
All right, 5 points of damage for each hit.
Okay.
This guy's going to.
This one's down.
Which one? Top or bottom?
I deleted it.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet on my end.
Did it delete the top right one?
Oh yeah, it did. It did.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. This guy's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna go top and bottom. He's gonna 2 hits on the top and 3 hits on bottom. On top, it's gonna be an 11 and a 23, and then bottom, it's going to be a nat 1, a nat 20, and a 9.
All right, they're all dead.
They just start spewing into these things, and they just disappear, and they're kind of left confused, and they look around at one another.
Feel
They
cheated.
slowly kind of creep towards kind of the blood in the air that seems to be their own. They start getting closer to one another. Meanwhile, at the end of the round, let me see real quick. I'm going to roll on screen 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is no good. He's all right.
What was that?
Okay.
The delay is
The
crazy dramatic.
The giant beast in the back is still pulling away.
Oh.
Arcane energy sparks up, but nothing into any big arcs of energy or anything.
It takes a full 20 seconds for the number you rolled to pop up on the screen for us. It's hilarious.
It's a 3, sorry.
You will get shocked to death.
It's like a 3-second lags. Or let me see. I'm gonna put my mouse right here on the big guy. Oh yeah, that's a while. Yeah, if you don't touch that map, nothing happens.
That's what my roll 20 is like sometimes.
There we go. Something's happening. And
We're getting there.
it'll get there one day. This is the best solution I had for a YouTube viewable map of the game. So
It works.
Oh,
You get
it's
the idea.
working. No, it's great.
okay. Okay. Now it would be back to Hadal's turn. Is there anything that Oak can do as well? Yeah, Oak's gonna take your advice and is going to get over here and start blasting away.
Oh, he got cantrips too?
Guys.
Hell yeah.
What's that?
He's got cantrips too?
Yeah, he's got some cantrips.
Rad.
What is
You can only get 2 of these bad boys right now. So he shoots out 2 attacks. His lightsaber arm disappears, and he just sticks out the cannon, kind of like this, like almost like Mega Man kind of arm out through the holes, and he starts blasting away. He's going to take 2 shots at the one closest to you 2.
I should have just made Sinclair a cyborg, huh?
Yeah.
In hindsight,
Damn.
it's not too late.
The first one is a 16 to hit. That'll hit, and the other one is even higher than that, so they both hit. And they do. Okay. I'm just gonna roll on the screen. 2d10. He does 9 damage. Blasts of white arcane energy come out and shoot towards these. Shoots towards this one right here, and it's going to be. Yeah, there you go. All right. So yeah, this guy right here gets blasted. His arm blasts away, and he looks over at Hadal, and he kind of motions to the hole, and then he motions towards you as if he's trying to say to you, like, on your command, we'll get out of here.
Okay.
All right. Back to our back to Val and Sinclair in the middle of nowhere. What do you guys want to do?
Can I delay my turn so we can kind of go at the same time, or is that what we're doing already?
Yeah, you can do that. That'd be cool. I always like that idea of like
Combos.
if you guys came up with some sort of plan together, you can enact it together. I always like that idea.
Because really, we're gonna have to.
Like a basketball
there's a rule where you like can't ready your movement, but essentially like we need to move at the same time so that she can get full swim speed, being next to me. But I think on my turn, I'm gonna like grab her shoulders and like shake her real quick, very hard. I'm just gonna shake the shit out of you because Naughty's not around. And like I point down at my feet, and I'm gonna try reach down and with my feet in my hands see if I can turn it sideways.
Can I simultaneously like look down and investigate what it is we're looking at?
Go ahead and do an investigation.
Scare yourself. And now I can help because I'm like, look, see, I pointed at it. So helpful.
Yeah. It's like, okay. And like Zenith is just like perched on her with the little light. Investigation. Okay. 15, 24.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you see what he's talking about, and you reach down and you can give it a little bit of pressure under the water, and it starts to spin in a circle where it's at. Almost like you're unscrewing it.
Like VX poison rocket gas, essentially.
Exactly.
Nice.
Very similar.
Can I like seeing what this is, help him and try and get as much as we can in the bag of holding?
Yeah, you guys want to take your action and unscrew this bad boy?
Everything, yeah. Every bit of our action.
Okay.
Mine,
you
at
start
least.
to unscrew it, and you pull this thing out, and it's almost like a 4-foot tall test tube, right?
Ooh.
With a kind of a brass topper plus handle on the top. As you hold it up, you almost have to like hold it up like
just like
shift.
It's bigger than me. Yeah.
It's bigger than you, yeah. And so Val's kind of holding the top of the chest, and it's almost like touching your feet. She can pick it up a little bit higher, but inside this glass test tube are like beads of I would say baseball size blue orbs that look like power cores that are kind of stringed together above one another. There seems to be like 4 kind of braids of these beads inside this test tube.
I've got the bag of holding open, and I motion to Sinclair. Like,
Yeah, you kind of
let's
just
go.
lower it into the bag of holding.
Like, just
And a
hold it,
bunch
hold
of a shitload of water goes in there too.
it. Oh, next time we open it, it's just gonna be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever just need 50 gallons of salt water, you'll have it.
It's just
For
like
sure.
a geyser. Yeah.
That's good. I think we're
So
done.
you pour one of those bad boys in there, and Sinclair, you can look around and you saw a few more of those things. However, the next nearest one is underneath the feet of this conglomeration right next to you.
Of course. Okay. Before the turn ends, I'm gonna look at Val, and I'm gonna just be like,
We can't see you, so what do you?
sure. I'm like shrugging as if to say like, is this good enough?
Is that
Should
good?
we just go?
I think, yeah.
All right. Then I do the cheese it motion, like, let's get ready.
Like
And I
next
like,
time, like wrap it
yeah,
up.
and I like grab her by the shoulder, like we're ready to start kicky footing somewhere.
Val, go ahead and do a history check for me.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
That is a dirty 20.
Some prototype shit.
Okay. You know, a core this size, just looking at it, the kingdom probably paid like 2,500 gold pieces.
2,500? 25.
Gold pieces, yeah.
Oh.
We need more.
Oh, the greed.
Agreed.
That's more interesting. Yeah, you look at Val and shrug, and she's like,
Okay.
completely over the fear. Just like now that she's realizing like what they're standing on top of, she's like,
Your
are you
pupils,
kidding me?
your pupils turn into dollar signs.
Fully, yeah.
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 Okay. All right. Okay. Our turn is over.
Is that like action, bonus action, everything?
Yeah, that would take your whole turn for you to unscrew this, pick it up, and maneuver it safely into.
That's fair.
Like, as you pick it up, you kind of sway a little bit, and you can see those like 4 braids are in. They're not in water; they're not engulfed inside this thing, so they kind of tingle and playing around each other as you are kind of like lowering it carefully into the bag of holding.
Fair. Okay.
I think it's now Hadal's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm a wave master that dude down here actually.
Okay, down there. Sweet.
It's 21 to hit.
21 hits. You start to see that these the arms are starting to just reach out violently into the red mist in this water, and they're starting to like hook into one another, and these 3 are starting to conglomerate.
No shit. Okay, well, I get 19 damage on that dude.
Okay, 19 damage on him. What does it look like as you destroy this one?
It's just like a freaking fire hose jet of water into him that just like blasts him apart into a dispersing cloud of viscera and blood. Obviously.
Yeah. It breaks it apart of the rest of them. Maybe a few arms or limbs of some sort get left behind. But these 2 others start to conglomerate even without it. They kind of move over into the area that one once stood. And okay, it's their turn if there's no sharks going. Is you want to do any bonus actions or anything?
I got none.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Do the B shape.
I don't think as a bonus action, no.
Right.
Okay. The one in the fog cloud is going to attempt to move. However, it cannot see very well, so it's going to roll a d12, and that 12 will determine the direction in which it travels. 3 o'clock.
You'll have to see it.
That's pretty ideal.
Yep. Bye.
These two down here fully conglomerate.
They leveled up.
Yeah.
They fusioned.
And this one starts to break into its area as well.
It's like gravity.
Can I do like a nature check to see if they do this like, in response to something in particular, or if it's just about proximity?
Yeah, go ahead.
They're electrified.
Well, fuck. That's going to be 9.
9.
Sorry.
It's hard to tell, but there is a lot of blood in that area. When you start destroying this, it seems to like the blood and the destroy that area seems to attract them. You notice the other conglomeration already peel off that way.
It's blood and lightning. It's Van Helsing shit. Frankensteinian.
Yeah, they're
Great.
attracted to the blood, you guess. I'm going to go ahead and roll a d6 again at the end of the turn to see if 5 and 6 is bad. 1. The big monstrosity in the back continues to pull its arcane energy, flares around it still. The one, the monstrosity or the conglomeration has left its device, or the I want to say the next core it's left, and now it's available to be unscrewed.
I think we
right.
should.
That's exactly what I would try to do.
I'm going to say it's right there.
Wait for it.
When he
Okay.
does that, I see it immediately.
Yeah.
Well, you're on roll
I'm
20.
on Skype.
He's watching it on Skype.
Oh, I see.
There it is.
He's waiting for Brittany's slow-ass computer to get the update. And then,
Well, it's a
you're on roll
combination
20,
of both our slow ass computers.
if you're on roll 20, it's like that next level tier subscription. You know, you get your instant gratification.
Mhm.
your
Yeah, if you
instant-
want to.
It's a little blurry on the Skype too.
He's
Okay.
getting the free trial, and so
Uh-huh.
he's got to wait.
True,
He's got to
true.
wait like a week for the updates.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna make our way over there and spend our time spinning that thing and getting it out and get it loaded, and then we're gonna spend the rest of our movement to get more to the center of the room afterward, just further away from the bigger guys and the guys getting sucked
Okay.
up.
Oat's going to take some shots at the big guy.
Pew!
Hit and another hit. All right, some damage to it. Okay. You guys use your full action or your full turn to kind of unscrew this next one. Val, I need you to make a sleight of hand check on it.
Sure.
I should have made you do this the first time, but
That is a 19.
totally fine. You unscrew this thing, you pick it up again, Sinclair. You put the bag of holding underneath it, and she lifts it up overhead and slowly dips this power core into the bag of holding again.
Hell yeah, my dogs are
Okay,
barking right now.
Yeah, I can't see. What, and from here, how much more can we move across the top of this?
It's kind of like domed up and over. You're right next to Sinclair. You can start to see one of the conglomerations start to come over directly into your direction, kind of moving that way. It doesn't seem to notice you, but it is moving towards you. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Yeah, do I sense that like there would be more in the same places on the other side? That is an 18 plus 9.
Hell yeah.
18 plus 9, nice. You see one kind of right up here on the kind of near the front of the engine, and you're unable to see the ones on the other side if there are any.
And is she like inside it right now?
On top?
Inside of what?
The engine, or is she on top of it?
She's on top of the
Okay.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
she's standing on top, and they're kind of unscrewing bits of it and kind of pulling them off the engine.
Gotcha.
The engine is like this giant metal egg that they're on top of, laying on its side.
I hold up 2 fingers, and then I hold up 2 more on the other hand, and point to the other side of the engine, because those zombies are starting to float closer towards the middle.
I don't know that she's looking at you. I think she's heading directly to the next core.
Right next to those zombies.
Yeah.
Then I tug your leg. I pull on your leg.
Turn back like.
I go other side, and I point at the zombies that are floating closer. These guys
Oh,
are moving,
shit.
right? There's 3 on the top.
Yeah, they're starting to
Like
move.
engaged with Sinclair and Oick.
Not really.
Fine. Okay.
Let's get the easy ones first.
Yeah. Then can we make it more like across the top to the other side?
Yeah. I'm going to just draw the areas that you've been to on the other side. I'm just going to assume that there's some there.
Can we?
Which one do you want to go to?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that corner.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
go for it.
Brutal.
If I am near you, we can do 30. Yeah.
Yes.
As you guys sneak across the top, the fog cloud enters into that giant conglomeration, and it starts to panic a little bit more and starts to move even more violently.
Kill me.
Yeah.
Okay. Use your minutes at the top of the round. So Hadal, I believe you go first.
I don't think Oick ever went on that last round.
Oh, he did. He shot some beams at him.
Okay.
At the conglomerating one.
I'm just doing the same thing. Another cantrip on this. Well, I guess now the conglomeration, and it was a
Big guy?
23 to hit. Yeah. 8 bludgeoning damage on that boy.
Okay.
Have you doubled your cantrips for being at level 5 or 6 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
The damage scale goes up. Cool.
This one is like the class one, and it scales a little bit differently. But yeah, I am doing that.
Cool.
I was just real shitty rolls.
Ours on the Sunday game just went up to like 4d8 for my whatever Ray of Frost. Feels good. So I anticipate y'all are going to pull these zombies up top, and they're going to form another equally large as the back one. The back one will break free by the time we're working on this second one over here, Val. Oh shit, he's back.
Yeah, back. What did you say about me?
Nothing.
This might be the last one.
Giving you an opportunity to complete Yes, that was Hadal's turn. He did some damage, and then you don't have any bonus actions or anything.
Who? Sinclair and Val?
No, Hadal.
Right.
No, still don't have
The
bonus
bonus
action.
action is get that
So
t-shirt.
now it is Zombo's turn.
Actually,
Um,
I will just say that, like after I attack, I'm gonna like just like step back away from the window just in case they don't like reach through and grab me.
Good call. Yeah, it's going to fully conglomerate with the other one now. That was right next to it. And yeah, arms start to kind of like maybe a head kind of like gets jutted up next to it. You just see an eye poking out as it kind of presses up against the wall. It's going to start to search around for more victims. It's going to move right there and start attacking its own kind and conglomerating with them.
Delightful.
It's in a fog cloud right here. So it's going to roll a. For the most part, it's going to see if it can. It's going to explore a little bit, possibly. Let me roll over here. It starts moving in this direction right there. And okay, that was its move. And then 5. On a 5, this thing is now frustrated, pulling even harder in the back. This guy's he's going to take a little movement right there and start conglomerating. And arcane energy is going to shoot out in streaks towards each of these conglomerations. Both of you, I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws.
Can we say that also through our shell phone, although Val would only hear in Aquan, just like ee, and I'm like informing Sinclair of the situation with these zombies by the door.
Yeah. You hear it kind of crackle and kind of fuzz in there. What are you guys' dexterity saving throws?
18.
24.
24. You both pass. Let me just roll 66 real quick.
This is not hurting them?
No, it's charging them up.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's Frankensteinian, I'm telling you.
You guys take 10 points of damage each on your successful saves as a lightning bolt just kind of leaks out towards each of them, and they seem to like buzz with arcane energy for a moment, kind of shivering and convulsing a little bit. Naughty also takes 10 points. Oh, yeah, go ahead and roll something for Naughty.
Naughty's outside with me.
And Naughty?
No, I mean
Zenith.
Oh, yeah.
Zenith. Yeah, sorry,
Zenith.
Oh, Zenith is in my inventory.
She's an ally. She gets +4.
Nice.
Does it?
I think so.
No, it's
We'll
just
Oh, because of your zone?
yeah, because of my zone, dog.
Yeah, go for it.
okay. Zenith also got 22 plus your 4.
Yes.
It's just like
Yeah, creatures of my choice within 10 feet.
down
Cool.
10 points. It's like busted up, but still here.
Busted up.
How much HP does Zenith come with?
14 hit points.
Wow.
Nice.
Good save. That was a good save.
All right. Yeah, now you guys are on another one right now.
Yeah, skeleton glowing from the inside out. Still trying to just like open up the next one, like whatever.
Spinning frantically. See, we'd already started it, so now we're like we're super
Okay.
invested in this one.
Awesome. I love it. The conglomerate back is moving furiously now, and more energy is coming off of it. It seems as though you knew 5 and 6s on that D6 were unsafe, but now it seems like the margin for error is a little bit bigger.
As we're pulling this one up, we'll lock eyes with Sinclair, like, last one.
Okay.
Yeah, and so if we can get it bagged, we can go ahead and use our movement too, which I think would probably be best backtracking. What do you think?
Backtracking?
Yeah, like maybe going back this way.
Sure.
Let me check the range because I have 40 feet of speed, so we can go 30 with you, and then I can drag you another 5.
Sure. Okay. That gets us in like eye line of the hole that
Yeah,
Hadal's
of
at.
the door. Well, it might be hard to see the hole because of the cloud, but once we're once we're closer, we can for sure utilize that. Yeah, and is the big guy above us? Is he on the ground, or is he floating in the middle?
Yeah,
or
he's
is he at the top?
The big guy down here.
No, the other big guy, the newest big guy.
Yeah, he grows slightly more as he fills up the entire space between the engine and the room.
I got you. So he's taking up everything.
Yeah, he's taking up everything over there as he starts to move into another space with another conglomeration. Oix starts blasting, and his arm fizzles out and kind of shocks up a little bit. And he looked at Sinclair, or he looks over at Hadal, and he just shakes his head no. And as he's looking at you, Hadal, you look over and you see the door. You see bubbles start to creak out the other side, and you just hear a of metal screeching
from this door here.
Yeah, that door right there. And Nadi's just kind of standing there, kind of
inert,
kind of out through the porthole.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Back up to the top. It's Hadal's turn.
Oh, okay. Shite.
You have like no idea what's been happening in here. You just see a big cloud.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, you can kind of see the fog cloud moving around, and then it moved back to where it was a minute ago.
Your porthole was obstructed by just like giant heads and limbs and rib cages, and then it just kind of slithered out of the way, and now it seems like it's pushing against the door, and you start to see the wheel kind of turn a little bit.
Then I guess I'm gonna like move. Let's see how I get. Cha, not terribly.
Hold the door.
I guess I'm just going to swim by. I'm going to swim by Oek and then over to Nadi and just tap them both and like signal like toward this wall over here. Getting their attention and just try to get them to come with me. And that's as far as I can get now. I guess I can get back to here And that's
Yeah,
my.
Ode's going to move over to the hole that he created closer to the exit, but he's not gonna go all the way outside.
Okay. Yeah. And then this is as far as I can get on the way back. I guess I'll go ahead and do the Wave Master thing.
Naughty takes no direction from
Yeah, I think he just like is like still looking for the porthole. Like.
All right, and then I rolled 21, shooting another hydrant blast of water.
As the big guy?
Yeah, 20 damage on the big guy.
Okay. All right, that's the end of your turn. Zombie conglomerates even further. I need Naughty to make a dexterity saving throw as the door bursts open.
Okay. That's a 9.
Naughty is going to take real quick. Only 3 points of damage as the door pings into him. He just kind of stands there looking as now the conglomeration starts to peel and kind of Play-Doh-like squeeze its way through the hole. Limbs and heads and spines and hips, ankle bones, and all the crazy parts of the body start to spill out through this door and reach towards him. I need him. They're going to attempt to grapple him.
Naughty can, on his own, dodge.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's been dodging this whole time, just like behind the door. That's like all he can do is dodge.
They're going to make 5 attempts.
Does dodge mean it's at
Disadvantage.
disadvantage?
So that's go ahead and okay. The first one is a 10. As the first set of arms reach out towards Naughty, just kind of filling up the space, reaching out towards anything and grabbing onto it.
Miss.
Okay. Second one is a 14.
Miss.
Third one is an 11.
Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Even better, that's a 9.
Miss.
And a nat 20 for 26.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Naughty is grappled by this creature.
Oh man. Okay. Okay.
Hadal, the body parts start coming out of the door, and they are close enough to you as well. It's going to make 5 attacks on you.
That's a bunch of attacks.
It's a big guy, has lots of arms. The closer it gets, the better it gets.
So, like, once it's absorbed, like 4 guys, does it have 20 attacks?
No.
It starts attacking 5 attacks, everything in its range.
But like, does each like piece of it do 5 attacks?
Yeah.
There's so many pieces, dude. It's impossible to keep track.
That's what I'm saying. Is it like 20 or 25 attacks?
It's like whatever is within 5 feet of it.
It can still do 5, but its like range is larger.
Its range is only 5 feet.
I see.
It can attack any number of creatures 5 times.
Any number of creatures 5 times within its range. The first one is 13 to hit. Second one is 11 to hit. Third one is 14 or 13 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth one is 8 plus 6. That's 14 to hit. And the fifth one is also nat 20. Nat 20 is coming in on the end.
All right, that one hits.
20% crit rate, baby.
going to do 10 points of damage to you, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Not real good at those. Yes. 18.
18. You do not get wrapped up into this thing.
Hell yeah.
Is
Okay.
Naughty grappled?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Naughty
is
is grappled.
Grappled.
Actually, go ahead and roll. Those were attacks. Go ahead and roll strength saving throw for Naughty to see if he's grappled. My bad.
Strength saving throw?
Yeah.
That is a 16.
Okay. He's not grappled, I'll say.
Woo.
He starts to get wrapped up and then he frees himself.
Wailing.
Okay. Now it's oh, we gotta roll my d6 real quick. Yeah, lightning shoots out onto this thing from the back end. It pulls even harder, and sparkade energy starts to fly out towards the conglomerations.
And us.
Nope.
Sweet.
You just don't want to be in the zone of these things. Now this huge conglomeration starts to move, and it's electrified now. Volcanified, if you will.
What does that mean?
You're sparked up.
Don't worry about it. He's glowy.
Now it's Sinclair and Val's turn.
All right.
I will like look at you like turn off the smoke, turn it off.
And I point towards the wall.
I can't see through.
Me either. So I'm gonna grab her hand and we're gonna swim just a little bit closer. I don't have
Okay.
the wings to just teleport through the wall where we're at right now.
I was gonna say, do you have to be able to see the area?
We
Yeah,
have to
you
see
do.
where we're teleporting to.
So together
Turn it
we're gonna go like here,
Okay.
and along the way, Val's gonna get on the other side of me. And yeah, I will. It's not an action. It's no action required to drop it. So I'm just gonna drop it. And so now we are totally visible, but we can see.
Okay.
And I'll do the ladies first gesture with my hands.
Right now you have what looks like Oleg's face kind of desperately looking through the hole.
I'll motion to him like,
Yeah.
move.
All right.
Fuck off, mate.
And as soon as I can see into the other room, I'll.
Okay.
vortex
You hold your
forward
action
through
until
again.
his turn. I do believe it is his turn next. But he'll move out of the way, and then you. The hole again is enough for hands to go through, like 1 foot diameter hole.
Yeah, I just need to be able to see into the other room.
To an
Okay.
unoccupied space, and right now Oak is occupying the space.
You're
And actually, it looks like
He moved out of the way. He's
Hadal might be as well occupying that space. Well, we still have movement, so we're gonna fucking use it. Gonna get right there, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna draw my rapier.
What are you
and
doing?
kind of angle. I'm just gonna angle my body kind of towards this guy
So,
while we're waiting,
The
just in
fog cloud
case.
fizzles away, and now this huge conglomeration starts to, as it's kind of reaching in, you see it kind of just pushing itself against the engine and forcing the other half of it kind of through this smaller hole as it's kind of just oozing through into a long line. And you see heads and arms kind of reach out towards you guys as well.
I will warp back through.
Oh, he moved. Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that. Yeah. We go. We cheese it. She goes first though.
She goes first. Were you holding your action as well to move to Misty's
Well,
turn now?
mine is a bonus action, so I'm not sure if I can hold a bonus action. But if I can, I'd love to just jump right through.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Sweet. She can
Pull
though.
your sword.
I told her to go first, so
Okay.
Okay, you vortex warp through. Are you able to take creatures with you?
Can I
if
just
she
put Zenith in my pocket?
yeah, if she puts Zenith back on that like
Yeah.
carabiner or
Yeah,
I would
keychain
say
that's
that
around her
Zenith counts
waist.
as an object most of the time.
Yeah, I'll just like grab it out of the water and
Yeah.
like deactivate.
You
like,
can
put it in
take
my
you can
pocket.
take Zenith off of the map and just put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
I'll put Zenith down here.
Okay.
He's kind of just off of the ship right now, but he's still he's over here.
Yeah.
If you want to grab him, you can grab him. Okay. That was their turn.
Can I once I get into that room,
Yeah, you
bonus
see
action
Owen kind of
command
motioning
naughty?
you towards the hole.
Nice.
Yeah, now that I'm like seeing what's going on, I can bonus action command naughty. Like, come on.
Okay, and does he go after your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and it's trying to run away towards you. It's going to get a few opportunity attacks.
Yep.
Should it only get one opportunity attack?
A lot of hands.
Does it get 5 opportunity attacks?
I would say it gets half of the opportunity attack. It'll get
There
2
you go.
attacks.
2.5.
2 attacks. The first one is a 23 to hit, and
Yep.
the second one is a 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, he takes 10 points of damage. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Okay. A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Rolled against what's with the modifier and everything is a 20. Okay. Against their 23, he is kept in place.
Oh. Oh.
Till I get there.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Hang on. Damn it! I'm on fucking Skype trying to change the.
I was doing that earlier. I was trying to ping on the Skype.
Ah, damn, he's way further than it looked like. Oh, I was
Yeah,
looking
if
at
it's
it all.
blurry, it's no good. At least the Skype view for me is very blurry.
Mine's a little bit.
Okay. We're already entering the aura.
Okay. That was Val's turn, Sinclair's turn. Oic is he's going to rush up behind Hadal. And he's going to lay a hand on your shoulder. Just kind of nod and kind of gets ready to help kind of like pull you away. With these arms and everything. Just...
Does the big boy only have one reaction?
You don't know.
Hmm.
Turn around. It goes to Hadal.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and start moving toward the door, and then happen to see Val and think, "Oh, good, they're making it." Yeah, I'm just gonna move all the way to here, and then turn around and pop off another Wave Master strike.
Push him back through the
And
door.
it's 15 to hit.
That hits.
Maybe good.
Hell yeah. 13 bludgeoning damage. Another fire hose blast of pressure.
Okay, 13 bludgeoning damage. Okay. Yeah, you hit this thing and blast around it. As you get further and further back, you see Naughty trying to pull it away, just kind of trying to swim with arms forward, but is stuck at the feet. It kind of looks around desperately at Val and back at Naughty and kind of nods his head.
Val, you got any more vortex warps?
I am out of second levels, but I can
That'd be cool.
use
You
an
could
action to regain one.
You can just because you can just pull him out. Like you could leave, we could all escape, and then you look back. If you can still see him, you can vortex warp
I can
him.
vortex him.
Yeah.
I need to use an action to regain a spell slot, though. So it'd be like 2
turns before then.
The conglomeration starts to bust through. Right there.
I
Try
might
to
as
hold
well
him, buddy.
pull
Bust
him.
through.
Squeeze! There
It
we go.
starts to fill up the room. As it kind of pushes through the doorway, it kind of balloons up again. And you start to see Naughty becoming engulfed in it.
No, no, no.
Naughty's getting conglomerated.
He's getting conglomerated. Oh, what's that going to do to the zombie?
Okay, to hit Naughty, it's going to be a 21 to hit, a 22, 12,
Nope.
a nat 1,
No.
and a 16.
Yeah.
How many hit?
3.
Okay, Naughty takes 15 points of damage.
Okay. He's still up.
And then roll my d6. All right, nothing happens.
Whoosh.
This arcane energy seems to fade away almost instantly after them, almost as if you were to try to like possibly take a hit on them, like a melee attack on them, you might get zapped after they've been sparkified, arcanified. That was their turn. Now it's Sinclair and Val's turn.
Got any ideas, Val?
Oh man alive.
Val, you start to see Naughty get pushed up against the side of the wall and kind of reach out towards you.
Yeah.
And the wings and everything wrap around his shoulders and his head, and start to lose details on it, but you just see kind of like the blue glow of his circle face.
I will take my little 15 feet of movement and grab onto his hand.
All right.
And
You can make an
and
opposed strength check if you'd like.
can I shoot whatever is like wrapping around him? Like I'll grab onto him and then with my
Start
free hand,
blasting.
like
You sort of start-
blasting the zombie that's like
Yeah, go
around
for it.
him.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
So
chew him
that
up.
is
Hey, go ahead and roll with
two.
advantage. This is point blank on a giant creature.
Thank you. Okay, so that is
Sneak damage.
right. 14 to hit on the first one,
Hits.
and then 29 to hit on the second one.
All right, both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So that'll be 11, and then 12.
All right, 11 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
23.
And bonus action, command him, like, come on.
Right,
that
yeah,
he-
he continues to struggle. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw against, or strength saving throw against.
5.
Hey,
All
I've got. Never mind.
If it flash of genius only gives him 5 more.
How about I have already misty stepped through, and I've
Okay.
seen what's kind of going on. So I'm gonna swim 5, 10. I'm gonna get, I guess, between. I don't know how y'all switched places. Did y'all switch places? Either way, if you are grappled, you essentially can't be grappled, and if you spend 5 feet of movement, you just become ungrappled.
Okay.
And then
So you
if
run up as this as they're kind of struggling against it, and the Naughty's able to move 5 feet out of the zone of this thing.
Yeah.
As Oic starts to run up and try to put himself in between the creature and you guys as well.
What? No. What are you doing? but, I got. I'm signaling. Well, he can't be grappled. So do you want to swim away now?
That's all we got. Yeah, that's all I've got.
So yeah, I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna use my. So that was a bonus action to Misty Step. I'm gonna grab. What's his name? Oic, and like pull him back. Maybe even like throw him towards the hole in the door, and
yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength check, you say? Okay. Okay, +1. Is this athletics? Or can it be athletics?
This can be athletics.
Sweet. I need that extra. Okay, what we got? That's a 15.
Okay. It's not enough to really move him. You try to grab and throw him, but he's kind of just like fixed in place right now, kind of standing there, kind of trying to wedge in between you guys and this machine chest, trying to like cut arms away from you guys. You can see kind of like blades come out of like his wrist or something, and he's just trying to like shave away things like little knives. You don't move him, but you can move.
Well, I don't necessarily want to move now. But Val, for sure, I'm gonna move her at least this far away. and Nadi's gonna follow at least that far away. Then
Okay.
okay. Do I
against
still have
Val,
an
they're
an
gonna do-
action?
Yeah, but as Val moves out of their range, that's going to be a nat 20
No, it's
and
not.
a 19 to hit.
The natural 20.
15 points of damage against Val.
The natural 20. I'm actually gonna impose disadvantage on with my reaction
Ooh.
because she's still within 5 feet of me.
Okay, then it'll be a 13
Nice.
plus 6, another 19. 2 19s.
Damn it! I'm sorry. That's not what it does. I roll a d10 plus 4 and negate the damage that way. Sorry, I changed it some time ago.
All right, go for it. Go for it. Then it's a nat
Negate.
20. It's 10 points of damage.
So D&D Beyond. Here we go. Okay, so you take 1 damage instead of. I assume the crit was 10.
Yeah, the crit was 10, so it was a total of 15 damage. Because 2 hit when it was a crit.
6.
So it would be 6 points of damage.
Amazing. Thank you.
And then I'm gonna do I have an action, or was my action trying to grab Oak?
That was definitely an action. Was trying to
Full
move
action.
somebody, like,
All right. All right, then I'm going to use just damn it, I'm already 5 feet. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna sit right here. And Val should have at least 5 or 10 more movement if she needs, which she does.
I mean, now that I'm with Naughty, I could grab onto him.
Right, and he just
And
he sinks and sprints. Yeah.
he can carrying me dash 40 so we can get out.
Nice. Yeah, you guys blast out. Hadal, are you kind of just by the hole, kind of waving people through, or are you on the other side?
No, I'm just by the hole waiting to make sure they come through. And if I get a turn, then I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe shoot something.
Yeah, it's your turn now. You see everybody moving through. Val and Naughty blast away. Val's just holding on, kind of.
Can I
Naughty.
shoot it as we go?
Yeah, sure. She turns around, aims back behind her, and just takes a
Just 2 more.
Blind shot. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a 17 and 30 to hit. A nat 20. A nat 20.
Nat 20. That's awesome.
Okay.
One of those is sneak. Because
Thank you.
Oak's right there. Me and Oak are right
Sure.
next to him.
Okay, the crit is 13. And then 9 plus 4 sneak. So another 13.
Okay, so 2 13s, 26 points.
And we're out of here.
All right, you two blast the heck out of this judgment. Naughty's kind of carrying you forward. He's got the Superman arms up. He kind of blasts through, makes the hole a little bit bigger than Owen cut, and you kind of scrape out with him. Hadal, you look back, and it's your turn.
And
You see Sinclair and Owick just kind of nodding at each other to go first.
okay, then I'll hold my action until they like get through the door.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear eka, be shake.
All right. Okay, the 5 attacks against Owick. 20. Nat 20. 17. So it's 2 hit. 21 to hit, and not a hit with a nat 2. So that's going to be 20 points of damage against Owick. Okay. And then the ones against Sinclair. Okay. 22, 23, nat 20, 10, and 14.
Okay, 3 of those hit and the crit, so 20.
Okay, so 20 points of damage against you.
20 as well. Ooh. That's fine.
And it's going to start moving kind of into the room a bit more. Kind of taking up this hallway, kind of stretching in there.
It just pushes us a little further back towards our exit.
Yeah, I mean, you're not grappled, but the arms, it's definitely growing around you. And you two are just like, instead of like just magically avoiding the grapple, you guys are just back to back, just like slicing off arms with your swords and your arms and everything. And you're just still nodding to each other to go as you both are just, as the conglomeration starts to kind of grow around you almost.
Don't like that.
All right, it's your turn.
Okay, does Owick go before me or after me?
He goes after you.
After me. Then I'm going to delay my turn again and grab his shoulder and say, delay my movement. Damn, that sucks. You can't attack and then ready your movement. That doesn't make any sense to me. And this guy's got all kinds of HP. I can't touch this guy. So yeah, I'm gonna grab Owick and
can you hold a dash?
I don't think so. Well, that is an action. Yeah.
If you're
Okay.
Action.
Yeah, then I'll hold a dash with Owick.
Okay.
And just try to get him to go with me.
All right.
Who guy's got a death wish?
Turn, you two will blast away as you guys start to move towards the hole. You're both going to get an opportunity attack.
Of course.
Owick's is a 10, and Sinclair's is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Another 5 points of damage. As you start to make your way towards the hole, this thing now is just kind of elongating through this space hallway. Yeah, it's kind of filling. It's almost like a gelatinous cube, if you will, but not gelatinous. I would say it's a
cartilaginous cube.
Yeah,
like a scabby cube. Yeah,
scabby cube. Yeah.
By the way, we can dash 80 feet.
Well, it would just be your movement, right?
Well, no.
You can only you only get the
the
dash.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So then we could get 40. Okay, cool.
Okay, so you can probably make it out of the hole.
But I think I was doing the math earlier when I was rushing in to help Naughty, and I think 40 was past the green line at least. So.
Yeah. All right, Hadal, they move past you. What's your last move you do?
I'm gonna ink blast this conglomeration.
Okay, you just see it floor to ceiling, wall to wall, from the windows to the walls. You feel a bead of warm water drip down your balls, and this thing's moving towards you. You just blast it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting blinded.
Get blinded. All right, it rolled an 11.
Yeah, that's gonna fail.
Sucker.
Blinded by the ink.
Okay, so
it's blinded for 1 minute
before you leave the hole.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna bail out.
Okay. So is it like a blinding light that comes out that you're blasting?
No, it's an ink blast.
Oh, an ink blast. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
It's magical squid ink.
Blinding.
Nice. So you just 2 hands burst out, and it just black ooze just kind of jets out and shoots and fills the space, and the horror that was once filling this cavern is now blackened and out of view. And you turn around and exit the hole, and now you guys are free of the judgment.
free of judgment, free of shame. That was scary.
That was frightening. Can we, just book it?
Yeah. I think we should, just in case.
You guys start. Where are you guys going?
The nearest land, probably.
Okay, you're still in the open bay, so you would see that the kind of like the pylon or the tower-like structures coming out of the water from the kind of depths below, kind of reaching up to support the bridge above you, is probably the fastest way to land. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
1.
21.
Mine's also good.
Okay.
22.
As you guys start swimming up Hadal and Sinclair, you look up and you see a few smaller boats on the surface surrounding this side of the Judgment. You guys came in on the other side, and on this side there seems to be what look like two kind of like average size ship. I would say like maybe about the size of the Rising Sun, and what look like 3 really smaller craft kind of circling in the area, kind of not docked up against the Judgment, but in that area, kind of moving off to the side of it. If you do not want to be seen, you guys are going to have to make a group stealth check as you break the surface of the water.
I don't think we should break the surface of the water.
Yeah.
From behind us, like over our right shoulder, Murray comes cruising up, and we'll give him some pets. I say we Hadal. Okay, we just go back to the Rising Sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want Owick to see that there's a Nuecraft ship up there or something, and he goes all crazy on us.
Okay, make a group stealth check. You guys can all
Yes.
do this with advantage.
Advantage.
15 for me.
Crit.
15 for me as well.
Okay.
Mine's a 28, I believe.
Like an otter and
Come on, Sinclair.
All right. And with that, you guys, you pass away from sight unseen from what look like these smaller ships that seem to be circling. As you kind of dart away, you can almost see like legs trailing behind one of them on the surface, almost looking like somebody's on one of those mechanisms that kind of glide through the water with your feet trailing behind. And it looks like there are some underwater scouts that don't seem to see you. As you guys kind of notice the ships swimming in that direction, you kind of do a breakfast club kind of stop in the hallway, and then you start darting around the back end of the ship.
Are any of those guys on the kicky foot thing within 120 feet?
Yeah, I would say that they are.
Cool. I'm gonna cast a message at them. It's a message cantrip. That's what it's called. Yeah, message. Oh shit, there's zombies in there, I whisper to him as we leave. I'm sure they knew, but just in case.
as if you were like
as if I was some whoever or whatever is, or whoever. It's not, it would be strange probably to get a whisper underwater like that.
Yeah. You hear kind of almost like
maybe that's not how the spell works.
Kind of shell phone return.
This is Kingdom Patrol Bravo. Could you repeat? What's your designation? Could you repeat?
I think we're out of range at this point, so
Okay,
we
that's
just
kind of
keep
the
going.
last.
Okay, Kingdom guys. Kingdom guys. I'll tell Hadal that while we're underwater.
Okay. All right. You guys make your way back to the rising sun. It takes a little bit to get back there. When you're far enough away, you kind of see kind of the kind of jut along the coastline, but not close enough to actually get involved. You see a couple of ships kind of anchoring and floating in kind of around you. This area, Tariki Anchorage, is starting to get busier and busier because the main harbor in Cobus
Right.
now is blocked off from the Judgment. So you guys are starting to cut underneath a bunch of boats now. Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage to try to find your boat.
Are you telling me Hadal may get lost underwater?
That's true. Never mind.
No.
No, Hadal
own
would
ship?
definitely know his boat underwater. So yeah, Hadal, you can make you guys can give Hadal advantage and so make a straight roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I rolled a 19 and a 17 with disadvantage.
That's pretty good.
Beautiful.
Too bad.
If I'm rolling with advantage, then I got a 27.
Nice.
You probably
yeah, it
just
takes a
like
little bit,
have seen the
uh,
underside of the ship from so many angles.
Yeah, the rest of you guys kind of get confused with all the boats kind of coming in and out. But then Hadal points over and you see what looks like just a big kind of bottom of the boat. Maybe there's some words scraped in there like Hadal was here. No, you know, Hadal points up to this ship and you guys.
It's just
break
like
the
a
surface
stick figure naked Triton lady.
Yeah.
Scratched
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
bottom
yeah.
of the
Triton
boat.
lady with like circle boobs.
Yeah.
You guys break the surface, and there in front of you is the rising sun as you all gulls crying overhead, the sounds of people kind of calling to one another in the docks. It all rushes in, this cacophony of sound that kind of differs from your silent underwater mission that you guys were just having. And you guys can hear each other breathing loudly. And Oak turns to you guys. That was fucking awesome.
That was crazy, mate. That was crazy.
Val is like having a coughing fit despite no
Yeah.
need for it. Just like, what the? Oh God.
Okay,
So weird.
Adal, we got some good stuff. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like
You
it a
mean
lot.
do you mean from the Arcane Engine? You got some cores.
Oh baby, we got
Talk about
cores.
some course.
So can we breathe air and water right now? We can breathe both.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Is this what your lungs feel like all the time? This is so weird.
It's salty.
It's hard to say. I don't really know what your lungs feel like, but I think mine are pretty well adapted to it.
It's wet and dry from the salt.
Okay, yeah. Well, I suppose it's kind of like that all the time. Yeah. It's not so bad. I'm pretty used to it. It's been, since I was born, really.
Okay, so Val, so I've never seen cores like this before. Okay, Hadal, it's not just a core, it's like strands of cores just hanging down, like there's 20 on each thing. It's crazy. It's like taller than me. Okay, Val, what the fuck is that thing? Have you seen something like that? It's your family shit, right?
I'm like looking at Oak, like just a quick like. I've never seen it in this configuration before, but I think I get the gist of it. I mean, to power a freighter that big, it makes sense they do it up like that. They've braided them. They're in like chains. I need some time with it, but this is special.
Right. How fast would one of those make our ship being so small?
Well, I don't know if it's a matter of making us faster if we need to be, or if I can separate them and use it like the normal cores we have and just have
Right.
more of them.
Right.
I mean, something like this is like the resources it would take. I can only. It doesn't really add. Well, I guess it does add up now. I need some time with it to know exactly what we could do, but a lot more than we could before. That's for sure.
And you guys got 2 of those chains.
3. We got
Right.
3, mate. We
Wow.
got so many.
You don't
Thanks for
suppose
holding
that,
them off. That was
you don't
crack.
suppose that maybe we could sell one of them and, you know, make a pretty penny.
We'd have to find a real specific buyer to get a good price, I would think, or a good enough price. But I mean, this thing looks crazy. Let's get on the ship. Here, we'll just show you.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
keep it. I'm trying not to think of all the human viscera I've inhaled.
I mean, you inhale all sorts of things.
We were breathing it. It was just right in front
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
You guys went back there at kind of like a late morning, so I would say it's probably like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Checks out. Checks out. Maybe we should. Are we on the ship?
Let's get up
You
there.
can be
yeah.
if you want. You're right there.
Yeah, we're in the water. Let's get out of the water. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go brag about this. Is it like what do we do with stuff on the boat? Do we just keep stuff in the bag, or is there like a?
I bet we got a
Is-
safe room. So I guess,
is-
you know.
Was the captain? Was she still doing administrative stuff, Hadal? I forget. Was she done with all her business? Is she down to? Is she having fun yet, or what? What's? Because I want to brag about this. This is huge.
Oh, I really couldn't say. I mean, having been away, I think normally she does try to get done with any of her administrative duties in the morning. So I think perhaps now she'd be available if she's here at all.
Yeah, you got the sense that she was finishing up with that the last time you met with her.
Because she might know of a buyer or anything, you know.
I mean, we could definitely make use of it if she wants to hang on to it. There's so much you could do with this.
Well, I was thinking of maybe keeping 1 or 2 and then maybe selling the 3rd.
My pockets are light. It'd be nice to make some friends, you know, little friends for my couple coins I got.
But I think maybe just to be on the safe side, it might be better to hold on to them and try to find a buyer in Mulahara, you know, just to be a little bit further away from Kingdom Eyes.
Right.
So the only legitimate buyer I can think of right now is Nuecraft itself. I don't know if we want to treat
Definitely
with them.
not. Definitely not. Well,
And hang on to them.
yeah, we should hang on to them. You could study them, yeah. Maybe learn something. I don't know. That's not my area of expertise at all. But I was thinking about maybe going to see the Queen today. If you want to go tag along for that, maybe learn a thing or two, tell her a thing or two. Other than that, did y'all have plans today?
Well, if it's not as if you need us to come along with you to meet with the Queen, perhaps we could seek out Captain Dusty.
Oh, right, the dog.
Aye. Well, he's
Well, that sounds good.
sure.
And then maybe once we wrap that up, we could try to make an appearance tonight at the Lord's Dance, and we could go ahead and see if Lono is what he's thinking about that situation, or if Koa wants to come with us and meet with Joe Ball, or what to do about all that.
If it's all the same, I think I'd rather wait until tomorrow for the Lord's Dance, just to be sort of prepared.
All right, it's fine with me.
A bit tapped after that fight. But Right, Sinclair, were you meant to see her alone? I
You're
mean,
muted,
never loved
Hud.
the idea. Never loved the idea of meeting with royals alone.
Still
If
muted,
it's
Hud.
not, if it's not
Looks like you're doing
kosher.
something really important over there, though.
Sorry, my computer's dying. My computer's dying. I was getting a talking to from the lady. So.
Let's go faster.
So what's up?
If it would be, well, we're asking if you need accompaniment to see the Queen.
If anyone would like to, I mean, I'm just gonna try to schmooze her a bit. I'm gonna tell her some stuff, but I'm not gonna tell her about us having certain people among us. But I'm gonna see if I can try to, figure out a little more of the mystery of who Kay might be, who might have set up her daughter, to be killed. And then see what else she might have something for me, maybe another quest of sorts. That'd be neat. But I really don't know. Just see if I can get some info out of her.
I don't know about El Kahari, but I would never meet with a Kingdom Royal alone. You never know. We
Well,
could
I
just stay
did.
within range if you need us.
Yeah. I mean, again, that'd be great. She knows I'm rolling with a crew. So I don't think it would be strange if I brought somebody with me. Ooh, the letter. Yes, that's right. I'm gonna give her this letter here in my hand. But no, really, anybody who wants to come along, I mean, it would be nice to have somebody with me in case I forget stuff. But I figured I'd just play it by ear mostly. Plus, it's a skyport. They're at a skyport, so I mean, that's pretty cool. They got flying ships and whatnot. I assume if it's
You
like the
should
one
have
in
led with
2E.
that. Count
Yeah.
me in.
Yeah. How do I zoom on this? But yeah, come along. Come with.
I mean, an excuse to see those sky ships.
Bring your robots.
All right, that sounds fun. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'll do like a quick mending on Naughty and also regain a spell slot before we head out.
One last slot.
Yeah, her little signet ring. She can just like hit one that.
Okay, I'm plugged back in. I have my dice.
2d6.
I wonder. I think I'm going to use my final second level spell slot of the day and summon a new steed. Where is it? Find steed. There we go. This takes 10 minutes, but I'm going to summon a flying steed, a flying warhorse, like a pterodactyl-y type of warhorse.
Like a Pegasus?
Yeah, but it's not, it just has the stats of a warhorse.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But it's
So
a
it's like a
pterodactyl.
smaller version of what those Drake Wardens fly around on.
Cool.
What do those Drake? You're muted, Jacob. What do those Drake Wardens fly around on?
Some sort of pterodon.
Doing 1,000 things over here. The Drake Wardens
Order and
fly around.
species. Yeah.
Hey, what?
What do we call them? The harbor? No, the Sky Wardens
Skywardens,
ride around on pterodactyls.
Yeah, so this one is like a horse-sized pterodactyl. It could probably carry a small and a medium creature together if needed. I would assume.
Yep. So, okay, so you guys start to take to the sky. You guys, can your steed carry everyone on it?
No, but he could carry Val and myself
Okay.
if Val was
Cool.
going. Were you going to go with me?
Then I'll leave Naughty, I guess.
I don't think it could carry Naughty because Naughty's especially heavy.
We can just walk. I'll meet you there.
Oik ask, is this something I can come to?
I don't think so, but you know, I honestly don't know. I would think whoever was behind what happened to you wasn't Alkahari related at all. I would hate to find out that it was related and then you end up going psycho on everyone, you know what I mean? But we could put my cloak on you, I suppose, you know? Maybe not. Maybe
Or if you
not.
go psycho apropos of nothing and attack a foreign queen. I don't think this is your business, mate.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I do like that you're opening up and wanting to get involved and help out. I love
Thanks.
that.
I could, yeah, I understand. I think I got other things I could
What
waste my
if
time with.
okay, so you was messing about with Naughty, trying to understand what's going on with him. Could you make any sense of the engine cores we found back there? Or is that something else like way above
No.
what you're capable of?
I don't have.
I don't know much about Sparkane engines or anything. I haven't really worked with too many. Yeah, I could take a look at him. Maybe figure out something. But yeah, I mean, I've got my own things that I can look into as well. So I'll probably just do that.
Actually, I know what you could do. Okay, if you're not gonna stay on the ship, which it seems you're not really wanting to do that, you should try to find a guy named Boots PI. He is he's a reporter, right? He writes a newspaper about all kinds of crazy, wacky stuff no one would ever believe. But he's kind of who got me on the track of you, or at least he seemed to know about what he called mechanimals, which is, I hope that's not an offensive term to you, but that's what he's
Never
taken
heard
to
that
call
word.
rumors of you. Kinds like you, wild folk like me, who've been taken and transformed, right? He's heard of rumors of you, not you, but what's been happening to people like you.
Would he know where Nuecraft is based out of?
No, we tried talking to him about that. I don't think he had that info. He maybe knew of maybe that there was one in this area or maybe rumor of one in another area. But you may be able to ask him questions that I didn't think to ask him the last time I talked to him. He seems pretty
Might be able-
knowledgeable, at least with the wacky, crazy stuff, which frankly you fall under.
Yeah, I might be able to get some answers out of him. All right, I'll check it out. Pretty tapped right now on abilities, but maybe I'll take a quick rest and check it out.
Yeah, talk to Lono. He's got my cloak. It can like conceal your identity a bit, just in case anybody, catches, the more interesting parts of your body. Yeah. um, and I'll let him know you're coming. He gave me these little like cigarettes. I could send him a message, so I'll make sure he's at the office. I'll actually do that real quick. And I feel, and I guess were they cigarettes he gave me?
Yeah.
The little message sticks. I light one and let him know. Boots PI. It's
Take a deep
Sinclair.
drag, and as you
Oh.
breathe out,
Oh, right. Yeah, the smoke, right? So I can talk to you through the smoke or whatever. Yeah. I hope you're not too busy with paperwork, but I'm sending a mechanimal your way. I hope you're in the office. If you're not in the office, get there in at least 20 minutes.
as you speak it out, you kind of see the letters of his words kind of float into the smoke and kind of drift out, and it kind of just starts floating in the direction of Boots PI's office. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I take off towards the. I dap him up real quick.
Okay.
High five everybody, and I fly to.
Thanks for bringing me along on that. That was I haven't done something like that before, so appreciate it.
It's fun sometimes. Scary can be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I might see you guys again.
Please, I hope
Might.
you do.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Make it back
See
to
what
the ship
happens.
tonight, please.
I won't. I won't touch Naughty while you're away. Where did you get him from?
From the RGS. He's a research grade. Well, I'm gonna take him with me. Actually, I'll meet you at the skyport. Him and I'll just walk.
Yeah. Is it okay if I rest on the boat a little bit? Or are people gonna get freaked out? Is anybody gonna say anything? Is this safe?
Should be safe.
That's as safe
We're
as you make
we're
it.
on the boat. We're on the boat.
Yeah, I'd say probably like last night we would have like told the captain and like the crew about him, and maybe to keep an eye on him. And
there's a real nice
keep it down, keep an eye open and keep your voices down.
there's a real nice big thick coil of rope in the corner under the stairs there. That's a really nice spot for resting.
All right. Yeah, I'll check it out. All right. Yeah. Okay.
We'll see you back here tonight.
We'll see.
All right.
As Val and Naughty just start walking.
It's good for us to be on dry land.
yeah, if they're walking, then I'll just go ahead. I'll go with them.
Okay, cool. So Sinclair's the only one flying on his steed.
Make an entrance.
Yeah. Do you keep pace with him? Do you all arrive together, or do you get there first?
You probably get there.
Yeah, I'll probably get there. Well, not gonna go straight there. I'm gonna make a do a nice scenic
Cool, man.
squiggle in the sky. Check out the racetrack. Wave.
Sure. Yeah, it's a beautiful day in Cobus. That heat wave is still getting you guys, so you dry off very quickly. Sinclair, as you're flying around, it's just kind of like this really beautiful day out here. You see the skywardens kind of floating around the day. And other around in different ways. You see some people on various steeds or dinosaurs. You see some practitioners of magic just flying by themselves through the air. The traffic's definitely not as bad up here. As you look down, you see just kind of crowds of people going through. And in that crowd, Hadal, Naughty, and Val are making their way through. The streets are lively with talk and hustle and bustle,
And as you guys start making your way through, you start to see what looks like in a lot of markets, a lot of vendors, they sell little stuffed animals of different dinosaurs, and you start to see one that is painted to look like Goblins Ate My Baby.
Oh yeah.
Little stuffed figurines and different merch is starting to pop up around town. People have banners. People, now that you're in the final, there seems to be a lot more, a lot more swag opportunity. And yeah, as you guys make your way through, you can see you pass the main area where the dinosaurs are coming through. It looks like everybody's just excited about the first race being done, and it seems like another race is about to start really soon. So it takes a little bit to kind of get around because the main raceway is starting to be blocked off. And you guys make your way across town. Is there anything you want to do on the way?
Can I buy a doll of Goblins?
You can. It would be 5 silver, sweetheart.
That'll do. I'll put it right in the bag.
All right, nice doing business with you. Yeah, and you have a little doll, little dinosaur, and it has like kind of like finger puppets stuffed into the side satchels, and little finger puppets of just crudely one of each of you guys.
That's so cracked. All right.
Okay. Yeah. As you, Sinclair, as you fly over, you start to make your way towards what looks like the skyport. A skywarden starts to flap over to intercept you a little bit as you get kind of closer and closer. And he just flies alongside you. It's just a figure, kind of like long white hair, kind of flowing behind him on top of a pterodactyl, kind of waves you down. Hello there. You have business at the skyport.
Hello. Yes, I have a. Well, it's not quite a scheduled meeting, but I'm here to meet with Queen Mariah of Al-Kahari. She is somewhat expecting me.
All right, let me send a message to the ship. What's the ship's name?
Oh, the ship. Oh, yes, it's the Peregrine something. What was it?
Nimbus?
Peregrine Nimbus? Is that the name of the ship?
Yeah, it's one of the ships in there. Let me send a message to him real quick. And he kind of puts his hood up over his mouth, and he just starts talking to himself a little bit and waits a little bit. Gonna get back to me in a moment.
Sure. Weather's nice for flying.
Your name was?
Sinclair St. Elmo. You might have seen me on riding Goblins Ate My Baby recently.
Oh, no shit, man. And he kind of flies over a little bit and gives you a little fist bump.
Yeah,
hey, man.
yeah.
Ty, I saw you kind of sliding around back at the last one. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was worried people couldn't see me because I did that fog thing, but that's good. I'm glad
No, we saw you at the end for sure. It was awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yep, got it back. You're good to go, mate.
Right. Well, could you point me which ship?
Oh yeah, I'll fly in. You don't know, okay? Yeah.
Sweet.
Follow me. And he kind of glides ahead of you. And he flies you in. From above, there are these circular platforms, and these different sky ships are parked around. Some are still hovering in the air. Some are landed on these larger circles. The ones floating on docks, some of them look like kind of elongated zeppelins, maybe. Some look like hot air balloons. Some just look like actual ships that seem to be floating out of water. But the one that you see as you float around that you've seen before is the sky ship of the Peregrine Nimbus. I don't know if I have the art pulled up right now. Let me see if I can find it just super quick. It would be in ships, I believe. I have a lot of folders. and my hard drives are working on it. As you float down, it's this beautiful silver ship, kind of glassy, almost looking like almost like a mirror kind of ship. Kind of think more like in episode 1, Queen Amidala's ship a little
That's
bit.
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. And as you kind of float down, you see 5 figures kind of walk down a landing platform, and one of them in the middle kind of waves you in, and it is Karath, the kind of
Sphinx.
like the Sphinx
Sphinx
cat
Baxi.
Tabaxi, and he is followed behind him by 4 Alkahari knights.
Do I recognize any of the Alkahari Knights?
As you kind of land, they kind of stay back on the platform, and you get down. Sinclair,
Hello.
you are wanted by the Queen.
When you say it like that, it sounds like, there's a bounty on me.
Not at all.
Great.
An
Okay.
excitement to see you and hear word from you.
I actually, I had some mates that might have been joining me. If that was okay, I'm not sure if that's okay. They're just people I've been working with since Feed. I don't know the protocol.
He kind of looks up in the sky. Are they arriving shortly?
They should be. They was actually on foot, so I just got here. I was flying this bad boy. Pop, pop, pop. I slap Ludwig's butt.
You give us names and descriptions.
Right. So we've got Hadal. He is a Triton. He's like a water fella. And then my another friend Val, who is she's a human lady. She's got like a side shaved head, and she's got a big robot with her.
All right, we'll send message down to the Sky Harbor Masters.
Great. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know the protocol. I've never done.
It's okay.
This way. Okay.
The Queen wishes to see you now.
Excellent. I wish to see her as well. So.
All right, you start to make your way onto the ship. You walk into the Peregrine Nimbus. Inside is kind of like sleek, kind of like futuristic, really minimalist, kind of like lounging areas, glass walls that kind of go through. There seems to be natural light flooding into a lot of areas. You pass through. There's some walls in here that kind of block off other areas, but there's kind of like a main kind of a sitting room that you've been in before. And Karath directs you to this area, and Queen Mariah shows up shortly down the hallway, finishing up a conversation with someone. She walks in, and she's just finishing up a conversation with what looks like a smoking blue skin, semi-translucent individual.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Queen Mariah, it is a pleasure to see you, and we will do everything we can to fulfill your request. A wish from you goes a long way. All right. Thank you. And he kind of snaps his fingers and puts his arms together and blasts into kind of a blue puff of smoke and disappears. She kind of straightens her dress and looks over and sees you. Sinclair St. Elmo. It does my heart a great joy to see you again.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that, Your Grace. I do a deep bow. I had hoped to speak with you. Yes, I've found myself involved in what feels like some crazy political machinations that I'm just so small and standing next to, and I cannot wrap my head about it. So I was hoping we could have sort of a conversation. I hope I've earned a bit of your trust in what I've done so far, but I'm trying to wrap my head around this riddle, and it's just driving me and my mates nuts.
Could you send the knights away? Yes, my lady. And he kind of nods, and the knights kind of leave your side and go back down the bay doors and everything. And he just stands in the corner of the room.
So, all right. So, your daughter was killed by the Crimson Tide. Sorry, Rising Sun's my ship. The Crimson Tide. Now, the Crimson Tide, from what I've gathered, your daughter was a part of. Someone gave her the idea that she needs to find Lono Jobal, and that they was going to stop whatever war was about to happen. Does any of that ring true to you? Does any of that sound familiar? Do you know who she might have been running around with, who might have put that idea in her head?
My daughter was particularly private. I must say that I am often busy with my own work. We were close, but she has many friends, many contacts. She was studying in university. She was engaged in other affiliations. I don't know who would have informed her about the ship Crimson Tide. Oh no, Jabal.
Right.
He was involved?
Not particularly. So, from what I've gathered, so the Crimson Tide had Aliyah, and they was going to a place called the Community to pick up Lono and convince him that together they could stop whatever war was going to happen between the Commonwealth and the Kingdom. Now, as soon as Lono was on the boat, they killed your daughter. And they took off. Did they burn down the Community? I can't remember. There was some sort of fire. I think there was a druid on the ship that burned your daughter. We found this out from the captain of the ship after really foolishly, we tried to take him out. It worked out. We did lose a pal of mine, unfortunately, but this is that captain's rapier. I believe she's the one that gave the order. I don't know if it was her order or from someone up top, but this is her sword. If you'd like it, if you'd like to look at it, maybe you could. I don't know if you recognize
She nods
it.
to Karath, and Karath comes over. His eyes kind of flash gold for a second. A standard rapier, my lady. Seems to be the mark of some sort of privateer individual, not pirate, not kingdom. Not one of our own. Crimson Tide, you say?
Yes, and the captain was.
Believe that they acted alone, or you believe that there was a hire?
Somebody did hire them, so but we only know that person's name was K, just the letter K. Now the captain's name was, I believe, Scarletta. Check my old notebook right quick.
They kind of look at one another whenever you say the letter K.
K, yes, K. And I produced the letter that you just gave me in the chat somewhere. And I forget where we found this, but likely it was on that ship.
Yeah, very much. So it was on the Crimson Tide. Nadir was able to pull it.
Right, out of the desk or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, Also, another sticky bit of this. It seems Lono. I'll produce the manifest from the judgment. We did a fair bit of snooping. It appears that Lono was supposed to be on the judgment, which is now at the bottom of the bay out there. This manifest we recovered in Theed, and again a copy which I don't have. I think we get it might be on my ship. Another almost identical manifest, kind of confirming that he was supposed to be on that ship. We explored the ship. There's nothing but zombies, undead monstrosities, and all manner of bullshit down there. Pardon my French, Your Grace. I can only assume, based on the intel that I've presented here in front of you, that Lono is dead as well. So I don't know what that could mean. Oh, also, sorry. Also, me and my mates met with Joe Ball himself at the Lord's Dance just the other night, because he's trying to find Lono. And really, we're trying to figure out how we can, this sounds bad, but how we can maybe get a favor out of him for helping him out. Anyway, I was kind of wondering what your relationship is like with Joe Ball, if y'all are rivals, allies, somewhat friendly. I know I had heard a rumor that maybe his son and your daughter were betrothed at some point. Maybe there was a tense alliance y'all had. Maybe it fell apart. I don't mean to pry, but you know, any way you could enlighten me a bit would be wonderful.
Yeah. Jobal and I were close friends. Growing up, we ran in similar circles. I wouldn't say that we are particularly close now, but there was a friendship that was shared in youth. We had it arranged as per tradition a while ago, before Jobal broke away from his family, that our children would wed in an arranged marriage. This contact seemed to be kind of hit or miss after the war started. When Jobal broke away, he kind of focused his efforts on this. It wasn't until, I would say, maybe a few months ago, maybe a year ago, that he reached out again and reminded me of our previous arrangements to see if they were still valid. I, of course, could not deny that they had been broken off. So Aliyah and Jobal had met when they were very young. And then once again, when they were in their young adulthood with one another, they seemed to get along great. It was a good match, those two. From what I remember of Jobal, he was always a bit more, he always seemed to have his head in the clouds. He seemed to not be very present or unconcerned with his father's struggle to maintain power. Jobal took it very hard whenever he was casted out of his family. The war was a difficult thing for him to go through, I know. And now to lose a child, it is something no parent should have to do. Have you told him of this?
No. So also, there was a man at the community. What he's Lono's husband. He's been framed for the murder of Aliyah. What was his name? Benjamin Dragon Dix, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where Benjamin Dragon Dix is right now. I could not tell you where that man is.
Is
But
Dragon Dix a part of the Crimson Tide?
No, completely unaffiliated. He was just just some aloof kind of, frankly, kind of a dumbass. He's just some aloof, kind of clueless kung fu fella from the community. Now, we did learn through him that Joe Ball had a man inside the community keeping watch on Lono, right? Because he knew his son was there. Lono, I guess, didn't know that guy was there. What else can I tell you?
Do you have the Dragon Dix with you?
No,
Can I
we do not
speak?
have No. I'm shuffling through. I pull out a wanted poster from, I guess it was from Feed. He says he's wanted for the murder of your daughter. I know it wasn't this guy that killed your daughter, so I kind of, we just let him be. I'm not sure where he's. I do not know where Benjamin Dragon Dix is. There is. That's what I'm trying to get out.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Now, it is true that I don't know where Benjamin Dragon Dix is.
All right, I will factor that into
So
the DC.
this may be a persuasion check instead of deception. I'll let you decide.
I'll say it's a deception.
Oh boy, hang on. That rolled crazy. Okay, that's 17 plus 8. That's a 25 to deceive. And I noticed Karath did not cast Zone of Truth earlier on me like he did the first time. Yeah, there it is. Ben Dragon Dix. Now,
Roth's eyes flash, and he just makes brief eye contact with Mariah Khan.
Cool. Now, look, this is a Kingdom wanted poster. So the Kingdom up and decided that this man killed your daughter. Now, I know for a fact this man did not kill your daughter. It was the pirates, the Crimson Tide, hired by K. So I'm thinking K has to be affiliated in some way with the Kingdom, because this patsy, they're trying to patsy this dude. And I know it's a lie. Nobody seems to care except this one reporter out of Tariki, Boots PI. He could fill you in. You may want to talk to him too. He's got a bunch of crazy stuff to talk about. A lot of it may be bullshit, but a lot of it rings true. Let's see. Also, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Nuecraft. Yeah, out of left field, right? Nuecraft. They run this college here. They got this wonderful technology. They brought back the dinos. They're doing all kinds of stuff. They're getting into life extension. They're getting into weapon system for the war. I need to know, and I hope I'm not prying too much. Do they receive funding from Al Kahari? I know they got bases all over, but it seems like they're receiving funding from the Kingdom. They're receiving funding from the Commonwealth. They're researching weird Warforged technology, and they are also taking people like me, wild folk, mice, otters, foxes, and they're combining them with Warforged and making weird killbots. You ever heard about anything like that?
She kind of reels back a little bit, kind of glances side eye over to Karath. Go ahead and make a persuasion check now.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Is this to see if she even believes like that such a thing exists?
Yeah. He just hit him with conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I pulled out my tinfoil hat. So that's a 12 on the dice, but it's plus 12, so that's a 24.
Damn.
It's hard to believe. Keep an open mind.
I hesitated to answer you because it seems like you are wrapped up in something much more complicated than just my daughter's death. I don't believe.
I told you, I'm getting sucked into a big web. And don't get me wrong, it's your fault. You put me on this web. You did it back in feed.
Yes. Nuecraft receives funding from Al-Kahari, from many of the families.
Is it just vague funding? Is it is it aimed at certain research?
More of history and research, different methods of cultivating agriculture and creating life that can grow in the sky. What remains of Al-Kahari is all islands floating above a dune sea. There is not much left down in the wasteland below Al-Kahari now. And what we do have is in the air with us. Nuecraft is alongside Al-Kahari researchers is one of the organizations that helps create sustainable agriculture practices and create different types of wildlife that are accustomed to living at altitude. I do not know of any Warforged creation. We have wild folk that live in Al-Kahari, but we do not create any, nor do we infuse them with any sort of Warforged technology. As a matter of fact, there are many forged that live in Al-Kahari that are free and are untethered to the ways of the kingdom.
What you mean
They are sacred people.
They're autonomous? They're not like under a programming or something like that?
They have superseded their programming and enjoy a life free of servitude. They're able to make their own choices.
If you had to guess, do you think they got souls?
I do not know exactly what a soul is, but I see no difference between them and me.
I'm gonna roll insight check. That's a 14.
She seems shocked about a bunch of stuff you've just said. She seems weirdly easy to read in this moment, and she says it kind of brushing it off, kind of like it's a side thought compared to the massive tangle of information that you just gave her.
Sure.
Okay. You do not have Benjamin Dragon Dix, and I am unable to talk to him. I've heard of this individual, and I am the one that put the bounty out for them.
Oh, okay.
I wish to speak with them, to know for myself, to have my people investigate this matter as well. I appreciate everything you have brought to me today. You have brought me so much to think about.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. For what it is worth, it is still a light in the darkness right now, and I will travel towards this light that you have given me.
Good. Now, one other thing. Where was it? Yeah. So I would just look. Someone is trying to get a war going again, and I think it's the kingdom, but I think it's also Nuecraft in some way, because they're gonna make the most cash because they're getting money from everybody, and as soon as that war machine turns back on, it's gonna be hard to stop. Also, do you happen to know maybe locations of Nuecraft bases? I've heard that there's one in Volkovic. I've heard there's a couple in the Thousand Islands. Because are you ready for one more thing that you might not want to think too hard about?
Okay, we will add it to the list. Go ahead.
Okay, so who is it? The Hawk family, right? So they just got bumped up into the top 10. I think they're number 6 in the great houses of the kingdom right now. Have you heard
Okay.
that by chance? Maybe you haven't. There's
I did
somewhere
not
in the top.
much with the
There's-
ever-changing numbers and names of their families. No.
Right. It's got to be a nightmare. Well, the Hawks, they got bumped up quite recently. And I've heard it is because they're supplying these new engines to Nuecraft at a base that might be trying to power some sort of elemental portal under the ocean. Maybe it's just. So I'm confused on the details, but it's nearby a Nuecraft base. They got these engines, and they're trying to spark up a portal. That's the last thing I'll drop on you, and I'm really sorry to do that, especially since I don't have all the info on it. Me mates that showing up might have more info, but I don't think they're gonna show up in time. So just another thing to worry about. Your grace. I click my heels together and just stand up straight.
She kind of just rubs her forehead.
I just need a moment. I would need many moments to try to figure out what connects to my daughter and what is all the other information you have just given me.
Right.
My lady, the others have arrived. And around this time, you see, you just hear, and cresting above the entranceway, you see Naughty's head, and Val and Hadal follow afterwards. Oh, more guests.
Yeah. These are my pals. This is Hadal, and he's a water person. And this is Val with her robot Naughty.
In Aquan, she says, "It is a pleasure to see you."
Okay. Oh, you're muted.
I just say it's a pleasure to meet you as well. Thank you for taking the time.
Right. As I was explaining to the Queen, these are my pals. I was explaining how we found, all that evidence against Scarlett having her daughter.
She goes to shake Val's hand.
I'll shake. An honor and a privilege to be aboard your ship, Your Majesty.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming. And she goes over to Nati and she puts out her hand and she bows a little bit. Honored guest, it is a pleasure to see another one of your kind.
Right. I'm sorry to interrupt. We was having a conversation the other day. Queen Mariah here is telling me that they got warforged in Alkahari that are free-willed, sentient, fully spiritual, and autonomous.
I beg your pardon, my lady, but how do you deal with the malfunctions?
There are no malfunctions. They are just above their programming. Has yours is not awakened?
I'm afraid I don't take your meaning.
Maybe it is a different kind. I am not familiar with this model. Forgive me. Sinclair was just informing me of, well, I don't know where to start and where to end. I am trying to make sense of this all right now.
Sorry again.
We have boats named the Crimson Tide. We have Benjamin Dragon Dix. We have Lono Jobal is dead. We have Nuecraft creating wild warforged. We have what more bases that possibly go to elemental planes.
Right. Yeah, that bit about about the Hawk family and the engines.
The Hawk family is new as well, yes. The engines creating portals. What can I say? Nuecraft has a base at Al-Kehari, yes. We have a research station there that they are based out of. As far as other ones, I know that they are based here and in Theed. They, of course, have one over on the Kingdom side near Felia. And they are widespread enough that I am not surprised if they would have one in the islands as well. I have never been to their main facility. I do not know where this is.
Never heard of where it was.
Somewhere in the 10,000 islands. I might be able to look into it for you.
Okay.
Well, that's I mean, the least of what I can do if all of this checks out to be true. I'm sorry. I am being a bad hostess. And she kind of stares off to the side and comes back to attention with you guys. And soon a handmaiden comes in with a tray with kind of porcelain little cups of tea. Please sit down and enjoy some tea.
Excellent.
I hired Sinclair. She looks at the rest of you. I hired Sinclair to investigate the death of my daughter. I assume that you all have been involved in his investigation.
For the most part, we picked up Val after that, so she wasn't involved in the Crimson Tide stuff. We picked her up afterward, but she pretty much knows all about it. Or we haven't kept it from her, at least.
Well, I trust your judgment, but I would like a lot of this information to stay private, as much as you can. I do not need to see this in the newspapers.
I fully understand, Your Grace. I think you can certainly trust us with discretion. I'm sorry, having missed the first part of your conversation, do you have any ideas about this K character?
That is another point that I wanted to bring up. K. And she kind of takes a moment and breathes heavy. And Karath joins in. K's ancient lore in Al-Kehari is not a person, but a symbol, a belief, a religion, if you will. The symbol on the bottom of this letter is for the Kai Pharaoh. Literally translates into common as God Emperor. The Kai Pharaoh resurrected into multiple bodies over generations, serving another lifetime in a new body, gaining power, until he was overthrown a millennia ago. The Kai Pharaoh brought Al-Kehari together, but eventually was overthrown by the people. It is the rift that remains in Al-Kehari today, between the wasteland below and the islands floating above. The war shredded our land. To see this letter, this symbol, this K, you call it, with the I in the middle. This is the symbol of the followers of the Kai Pharaoh. Those who want its resurrection, its return.
Your Grace, do you have any ideas on why Kaifa Rule might be interested in what we think could likely potentially start a war between Al-Kahari and the kingdom, or it seems as if this plot against your daughter probably had a grand design, and as for its intended purpose, we can't quite say. But it seems like it certainly could have had the impact of starting a war between some parties involved.
The Kaifaro was known to unify the land through blood magic and servitude. Al-Kahari was brought together by force. Its people submitted to the power of the God Emperor. To return would be to expand the lands of Al-Kahari, to find strife in the world and to quell it with blood. And through servitude, come together in peace, in unity. The Kaifaro was said to use great magics and have control over many forces of nature, nearly unstoppable, but was thrown down by the will of the people, it is said. Much is myth, history, is one and the same in a lot of ways. It is so old that there are not many details to be found, just scrolls hidden away in libraries, and an ancient and bloody religion that has been forgotten.
Your Majesty, was this an actual person, this Kaifaro?
It was an entity that was resurrected at the end of one body into another, a continuing spirit that transferred itself from one being to another, and throughout hundreds of years, as the centuries passed and the sand built around Al-Kahari became more and more powerful.
But it's since been sealed away?
It was defeated, overthrown. It was no longer resurrected into another body. The chain was broken, and for a millennia, Al-Kahari has lived in a scattered landscape where ancient families still rule today, although there are just few echoes of their power.
So these types are hoping to stir up conflicts to resurrect an ancient god?
Or it is crazy people.
Well,
It's people
crazy.
that believe in this myth. And do you believe in I don't know the religions or the stories of your people, but do you believe in such things as great floods that have washed over the land and new civilizations starting on mountaintops? Do you believe in the firstborn of the gods who divided himself away? Is this myth or history, or is this fact or fiction? This is what the Kaifaro is known as. Some don't even believe that it is real.
Well, I bet you I can tell you somebody who might be interested in excuse me, learning more, or even finding a wild hare and deciding to bring him back if they could. Who would that be? I bet it's Nuecraft.
Yes, after what you have said to me, it seems Nuecraft has many spoons and many
Resurrection
pots,
and focuses.
irons in the fire. You have brought so much to me, Sinclair, Saint Elmo. I forget myself. I am eternally grateful for what you have brought me today. Thank you for
It's-
this.
No thanks is necessary. I don't like dead princesses, patsies, what else? What else? Secretive groups trying to start wars. I don't like that. Anything I can do to prevent that, I would do on my own. However, you set me on that path, so I thank you. How about that? Big smile.
I it brings joy to my heart that paladins exist in this world and that there are people such as you that are out there trying to make this world a better place and that are not afraid to stare into the shadow. I am thankful to you all for helping, and I need some time to think of everything you brought to me today. It is so much, you understand, I hope.
I can only begin to understand. You're still you've gotten well. You've recently received a bit of closure. However, you're still, I'm sure, dealing with a lot of grief and even more questions now. So I would, actually, do you have any more of those little beads that let me get a hold of you when I found out what
of
happened to her,
course.
just in case? Maybe more than one this time, maybe 2 or 3 if Karof's got them.
Yes. She turns her head to the side and closes her eyes again, and it's not long before a handmaid comes out and hands each of you, including Naughty, one of them.
Right. We're also taking part in the races. Goblins Ate My Baby. We've done pretty good so far. I don't know. We've got some small sponsors. In out of Tariki. I don't know. I don't know if maybe if you've got a contact or someone who does that kind of thing, if maybe they wanted to maybe have us trail a banner in the last race. We've got a local magic shop who's given us a deal to kind of advertise. If you knew of any other wealthy patrons who may want advertising space on our dino, that's it. That's all I was maybe.
It's a few days until the race. I will try to see who I can talk to about possibly sponsoring you. I know many business owners that might want any available space for promotion. I will need to speak with them.
Right. Cool. That's very, very that would be very helpful. One last thing, as we, as stuff gets stirred about and crazy, I would like to once more counsel your grace against hastily putting your people to war. That's it. War's bad, you know. War has destroyed what it sounds like Al-Kahari. I did not know that about y'all, living on those floaty bits of land. Um, once more, war's bad, War destroyed Al-Kahari. It's destroyed this family of Felia, whatever that is. War's just bad, okay? I'll say it again.
Tears start to roll down her eyes, and she tries to wipe them away. War has taken my child from me, and war has brought a pain to my heart that no cleric can heal. I do not wish for war, just wish for closure. I wish for my daughter back. Sinclair St. Elmo, I want to reward you for what you have done, and I want to potentially task you with another quest. And she kind of puts her head off to the side and sends another message. If you could, in your travels, I do not expect this to be immediate or anything, but if you are able to, if you could bring me my daughter home, I would be eternally grateful for this.
I don't think I understand. Do you have another daughter that's out there, or are you're talking about Aliyah?
If you could bring her body home to me at some point. And a handmaid comes in and hands you, brings to Mariah a pillow with what looks like a kind of golden amulet with kind of silver filigree wrapped around it. Sinclair St. Elmo, I present to you what I've learned about my daughter and for taking care of her attackers. An amulet of the devout. It is a rare object, this, but such hands as yours, I hope the world will be a better place because of it, because of you.
Interesting. Well, I thank you for this very pretty amulet. It is. Oh, that's neat. Now, I'm trying not to seem a bit crass. I don't know how I would ever possibly recover her body. Or
Does it remain at the community?
I mean, we would have to assume if it was anywhere, she would she would be somewhere in that vicinity, but surely I mean, she would either have been thrown out to sea, but you know,
Okay, it is a foolish mother's hope. That's all. I shouldn't have even asked. I'm sorry. Just if you are ever able to, it would mean everything to me.
if it were in my power to obviously bring your daughter home, you know, part of me is afraid to make too many promises to people, but I mean,
No promises, just
obviously, yeah, of course, yeah.
I do not charge you with this like I charged you before to find out about the murderer of my child. I just ask you as a lost mother, if you are ever able to, it would mean everything to me. I will get back to you about the sponsorship for your dinosaur race as well.
Oh, sure.
And I will see what I can find out about a Nuecraft facility.
That would that would be great. And I don't want my own judgment to be clouded, but you know, all signs point to Nuecraft being my enemy and the enemy of my kind, and to any free folk who don't want to be turned into slaves. And again, that sounds crazy, but I would be careful about a Nuecraft facility being in Alkahari itself, um, especially if there's any kind of tension between, I don't know, whatever undying kind of force that may be wreaking havoc on your land. Which, now that I've said that, you know, you're already aware of the K issue, so I'm sure you've got it handled.
Yes. I will look into this. I will have our people, and she nods over at Karath, who nods back, check into the dealings of Nuecraft as well. And we will try to find out what answers we can. Yes, and if you are ever in Al-Kihari and need something, please feel free to reach out to the Khan Dynasty and ask for anything you may need. You have a safe haven there if you ever require it.
Wonderful. You know, I hope I don't, but times are crazy, as they say. Everybody says that. Um, yeah. So, mates,
She stands up and gives a bow. It was a pleasure to see you again.
as always,
And
Your Grace.
she bows and walks out of the room, and you see her just as she's about to, turn around the corner, out of sight. She sobs a little bit and is comforted by a handmaiden. Her Majesty has been through a lot today. Again, we thank you for your time and wish you safe travels in your journeys going forward.
Good to see you, Karaf.
Yes. Well,
As, if I may,
safe.
as Her Grace gets over the initial grief, I'd urge you to counsel her to not stay neutral, as hard as it might be. War is coming, and Alkahari is a player. That could make a real difference in how this tide turns.
Her Majesty is wise beyond her years. And when war does come, the Khan family will be ready. And Al-Kahari will rise again.
May it be so.
May it be so. Good day.
Thank you for the audience.
And you guys kind of walk back out. You kind of got chills in that place, and you didn't realize that maybe at the time that it was air conditioned a little bit in there, a little cooler atmosphere in there. And as you get back out, the heat just blasts you again, and so does the light out there, a harsh kind of natural light. Just, oof. And you guys walk by the Al-Kahari Knights standing on the platform. As you guys make your way onto this round circular landing platform. You guys are at the Skyship Harbor on the other side of the Shoshin Star River of Cobus. And yeah, what do you guys want to do next?
God, that was a lot.
We did
So-
at least get an idea of who, or at least what K is, but it still seems rather mysterious and shrouded in shadow, so I'm not really sure if that's something that we can or need to pursue further. It seemed like she wasn't particularly interested, at least in us following up on that. You're muted, Hud.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's so. I mean, that's all happening in Al-Kahari. That's so far away. But I mean, of all the things,
but it's a
the K.
person. K, in this case, was someone who ordered the Crimson Tide to go through with all of this. So if it's a person or a group, someone was supposed to receive Lono still.
Oh, right. Well, okay. Now, I told her that Lona was dead. And also I told her that Benjamin Dragon Dix was wanted for the murder, but I didn't say that we had Benjamin with us. I did say that Lona was married to Benjamin Dragon Dix in the community, but that I knew that he didn't kill her daughter. So, and it was kind of proven. So we just let him go. That's kind of the story I told her. But this K thing. So, okay, K. Oh, it's just a letter, but K with like an eyeball written in there is like a secret cult. Is a secret cult to some undying, resurrected and re-resurrected entity
that unifies land through blood magic. I mean, that sounds like what they're doing at these sites at the. From what I've heard, something like that is happening at these ancient sites around.
Are you asking or are you telling?
I guess I'm telling. if we haven't discussed it before? I don't know how it works, but there's these sites around that the kingdom's taken a sort of special interest in, where there's like ruins underwater on islands. I'm not really sure.
Because yeah, that. I mean, that sounds familiar. So the Nuecraft bases, some of them are investigating archaeological digs here and there. But I mean, when she was telling me about that K stuff and the blood magic, I feel like that was the first that I had heard of that. But Val, are you saying that you've heard of like blood magic archaeology or something like that?
There are sites that the RGS has been ordered to investigate directly from the Crown, where all I know is they're ancient, some sort of ritualistic sites, so no one remembers how any of it works, but they're being investigated on orders from the king.
Are these
explorers.
underwater, or are they like structures on the land?
I don't know. I've never seen one. I've just gotten a few maps, a few rumors. I've a friend who might know more. But this sounds related. So, I mean, if K is a cult, related to blood magic?
Either, okay, it makes more sense that K is a cult, but K also represents this resurrected and re-resurrected entity, right?
I think that's what I gathered.
Yeah.
Okay, cult tries to re-resurrect K.
And use its power to unite a bunch of land through violence, or I mean,
I don't know enough about blood magic.
Like that prophecy y'all were talking about, of something awakening.
The old one, okay. The old one awakens from his sunken tomb. Okay, so sunken tomb. Right, that sounds like sunken archaeological dig site.
What if this god is the old one? K is, or the cult is responsible? I just want to find out more about K. That, yeah, if there's any person we can pin it to instead of just this nebulous group going after a myth. I'm still keen to see if the captain knew who was supposed to receive Lono.
Yeah.
Because that's got to be a person. Likely someone involved with the cult.
Or is the kingdom involved with the cult? Or is Nuecraft involved with the cult?
I mean, I think it's a bit beyond us, and since it's not really, anything pertinent to any sort of task that we currently have, I suppose we can just sort of leave it behind us for now.
Yeah, we'll get back to it in the chat. Yeah. Well,
no, at all. I'm not going to leave it behind us now that we know about it. But I do need a minute to just figure out what to do. Right. Not gonna do nothing. Shall we make our way back to the bay, back to the docks, ask around, see who's got custody of that poor captain?
Right.
He just ran off. See if Colbus got him or the Kingdom Guards.
Yeah, I suppose we could ask around.
Actually, are there any sky wardens, or are they all in the sky?
They're all in the sky.
Well, bro, you gotta fly them out.
That's true. That's true. Can I see if I can track down the guy I was talking to earlier? Was he on patrol? Or I mean, I imagine he's at the.
Yeah, he's kind
He
of
stopped me at the
he's kind
airspace
of
or whatever.
patrolling the skyship docks.
Can we
Sky
pick
Harbor.
it up? Can we pick it up there next time and call it for the night?
Yeah, I do need to
Yeah.
get some sleep, but
Yeah, absolutely.
and then we can think of more activities, obviously.
All right.
Is tomorrow
Mm,
the next race, or is it the next day?
we've had a couple
So
days, I
today
think.
is day 2 of races.
Day 4
And
is
And
when
then
it
there's 2
happens.
more days of regular races.
4 days of regular races, and then in 3 days it'll be the grand finale.
Okay.
Okay.
Because like, it gets further away every time we play.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Well,
yeah.
this is the
So each day determines one winner. There's 2 races each day. Or no.
It's okay.
sorry,
It's all
there's
good. No worries. I just wanted to be clear on which how many sessions before we actually race again.
3 races a day. A 4-legged, a 2-legged, and a battle royale. All right, and the winner of those races is there's only one winner each day. You guys are that winner, so you're day 1 winners. There's day 2 winners, day 3 winners, and day 4 winners. At the end of those 4 race days,
it'll
there's
be
a grand finale on the 5th day.
okay.
It's
So
day
next
2
time,
of
we're going to talk to a sky warden just real quick. Hey, did y'all pick up that crazy dog? I heard there was a dog.
where happened to the captain?
Yeah, I mean, and then, okay, we're going to have to go back to the ship and see if Oic comes back.
If he come, oh Jesus!
Yeah. I mean,
I
if
don't
he
like
doesn't,
that he's loose, but what
if
are we
he
gonna
doesn't,
do?
if he doesn't come back, we'll hear about it. I'm sure. There will be news around it. So,
and then then there's a Golden Run dance tonight. There's also another race to watch.
and there's Lono, and there's, hey Lono, did you decide what you want us to do with you?
There's
that conversation.
Lono. There's potentially going back to the Judgment.
And so
There's
we're
talking to Michael Arcane. There's
were we talking about trying to take Koa to the Lord's Dance on the last night, which would be the night of the last race?
We could do it any time. I wouldn't. I would say do that on a day, either like tomorrow night or the day at like the night after, so we are full up in case shit pops off.
Okay.
Sure. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm totally spent. I'm at like half HP
same.
and no way to heal. So, Jacob, did you say that the amulet of the devout was rare?
it was rare, so +2.
Right. Sweet. Sweet.
Yeah, that's real good.
Sweet. Yeah, that's gonna help. Okay, let
Surprise.
me find this. Wait a minute.
I believe you have to attune to it as well.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah. It requires attunement by a cleric or a paladin.
+2.
I'll send you a
Cool.
link in
So-
the chat.
Yeah, I'll have to wait to attune to it till we take a sleepy. Wait a minute, it's got charges. Oh, baby. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, okay, so that gives me an extra channel divinity.
Mhm.
Haha. Wow, that's huge. So I could have my fog cloud and push people. Wow, that would have helped in the zombie fight earlier.
Oh, a little too late.
Yeah, whatever. Sweet. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Ooh.
Shoot, man. That's a lot to think about. Good lore.
Yeah, yeah. There's so much lore, dude.
Rich.
Hey, man. Yeah.
I
Rich
was
lore,
hoping like
bro.
Alkahari would be like a neutral third party, like come to confess it, like expose all the war crimes from either side, and there's
Yeah, yeah.
nothing about it.
No, I thought it was gonna
It's
be
a lot,
like
though.
it was gonna be like, oh, okay, K is for sure a kingdom entity. I didn't even think it was gonna be like some Alkahari mob shit or whatever. Yeah, cult shit.
I think there's a lot more to.
Well, I hope as much as you understand makes sense. And
Me too,
that
man.
understand.
Okay. Hey,
yeah,
thanks,
I'll
man.
come up with questions that give like
Yeah. All right.
All right,
dope,
well,
dope,
good sesh.
dope.
Thanks, guys.
Night night.
Have a good night.
Good night. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, later.
Bye.
Sweet, sweet.
Sweet, sweet.
I have to stop the recording. I'm going to stop the sharing of the screen. What will happen? We don't know. Only I know. Do I just end the call? We'll find out. See you next time.